All right. It is Sunday night and we got us a good one. We tonight is not drinking hand. Tonight is drinks and popcorn in hand. We got a good one. Shout out to the brothers out there in Obi Land, the YouTube channel. Make sure you subscribe to these guys' channels. Moderators, if you get a chance, you find the Obi Land channel. Shout out to those brothers. Those brothers put together another great documentary in regards to individuals that are being scopolamined here in Colombia. This time was a brother here in Cali. Yes, Cali, Colombia. I just want to make some clarity before we go into the shout outs, because today's shout outs is also sponsored by the Passport Bro app. Do realize, guys, when it comes to traveling to any country, you got to have your guards up. You got to follow the rules. When we went to Europe, there were rules that they said that we need to follow to keep away from pickpockets and thieves. In Europe, it is very common for women to get scoped. Here in South America, it's the men, but in Europe, it is very common for women to get scoped. And women have talked about this on several YouTube channels. So you got to follow the rules no matter what country you go to. But guys want to do it their own way. They rather sit back and watch a DC Rob video, watch a Love Crossing Borders video, watch a Flab Way video, watch a Razor Ray video. And then when they cut the cameras off, they say, F all of y'all, I'm going to do it my way. And what ends up happening, dudes usually get scoped, and those are the process. That's the process in which they get done. They end up just not following the rules, even if they've been to Colombia several times. What's the number one rule that we all say? Can we all say it together? Do not go on the apps. I don't care who you are. I don't care what YouTuber says what. I don't care if they give you the secret formula with the extra spice. I don't care what they say. Guys, I don't care how much success that you've had on apps. I don't care if you got a friend. I got friends that have been very successful on apps. I'll say this again. I've got colleagues that I'm cool with here in Cali, Colombia, as well as Medellin, that have been very successful on apps thus far. I shouldn't have to say thus far, but I know I live in Colombia, and let's be honest, that's just because thus far. That doesn't mean that anything's going to happen to them in the future, but it doesn't mean anything won't happen to them. And for many of us, we can't afford that gamble. I'm noticing a trend. A lot of you guys that come here to Colombia, you bring your work computer. Nothing wrong with that, because you want to get a little work done during the week, during the daytime. A lot of you bring your jewelry, your gold, and you bring some of your expensive tennis shoes from the States. I understand. Nothing wrong with that. But since you're going to be bringing those type of items down to Colombia, you need to be on guard, no matter how pretty the coochie looks. No, here is some of the reasons why guys get got in Colombia. I always say this: dudes usually get got in their first 2 to 3 days, or in your last 2 to 3 days. I'm going to say this again. If you ever wonder what a trend is in Colombia, usually you guys get drugged within your first 2 to 3 days here in Colombia, because you're so excited, you're so hyped, and you're not listening to anything that we've been talking about. Forget about DC Rob, forget about Love Crossing Borders. F them dudes. I'm going to do it my way. Got you. Or you're trying to get your last little Colombian in before you leave. So you try to grab somebody within the last 2 to 3 days before you leave, and you get got. That's usually how it works. So that's one of the number one signs. Another sign that I noticed that's taking place is this. Usually when dudes get got, it's quite often you guys get got out of boredom. Let's be honest. Some of you guys got baby mamas in the States right now because you smashed her because you was at the house kind of bored, and you went over to her crib, smashed her, and she ended up pregnant. And that's how you got your little son or your little daughter. You wasn't in love with her or nothing, but you just was kind of bored at the house. Same thing here in Colombia. Some of you guys get got because you're sitting around bored, just like the guy we're going to be looking at in the video. You're sitting around bored. You didn't have nothing to do here in Colombia because you came down here for only the ladies. I'm going to say this again. If you come to Colombia for ladies only, yes, you will come here and you will be right here. There we go. And you will be bored. Hope I'm not freezing. Kind of looking pretty good. Great. And so since you're here and you can get got within the first 3 days or the last 3 days, and you should stay off the dating apps. Like I said, I hope I'm not freezing, and I am freezing. Great. Hope it's not too bad. But you can be, I can look at the monitor up here as well. But you can get got if you are bored, or if you are thirsty or anxious within those days I mentioned to you, or if you're on those dating apps. I know some of you guys can sit back and say, I met my significant other on the dating app. That doesn't mean everybody's going to get the same results. But what we can tell you is this: you have a high probability of getting caught up with the wrong group of people if you are on those dating apps. So I don't care how many YouTubers continue to tell you guys, this is the secret formula for the dating apps. This is how you really supposed to do it. Brothers, don't even look at those videos. Ignore them. I don't care if I'm cool with that YouTuber or if you cool with that YouTuber. Do not look at that content. Don't even waste your time believing what they're saying, because it's a lie. And I'll tell you why. Because they got a good result doesn't necessarily mean that you'll get a good result. So remember what I'm mentioning, guys, because that it is a almost a thread of commonality when it comes to most, not all, but most of these guys that get drugged or kidnapped here in Colombia. Most of them lead back to the app. You were on Bumble, you were on TikTok, you were on Facebook, you were on Tinder, you were on one of the dating Colombian meetup.com or Colombian Cupid. You were on one of the apps. You think that you can, it won't happen to me. Oh, I've been here, I've been to Colombia 10 times. Continue on. And when we give you this information and you guys look at us like we're crazy, so it is. But let's get ready to get ready to go to these shout outs, gentlemen. Let's get ready to go to the shout outs because we got the video already lined up. We might have a special guest tonight. But right now we're going to get this video lined up for you guys, but we're going to get started with the shout outs. And our sponsor for today is the Passport Bro app. The link to join the Passport Bro app. We need at least 5 guys tonight, at least 5 to join the Passport Bro app. Let's put it up there. We want another 25. I ain't gonna lie to you. We want another 25 brothers to support Black male media when it comes to the Passport Bro app. So make sure that you guys take advantage of it.
Hey, Globetrotters! Are you ready to elevate your travel game and make every trip unforgettable? Get ready to revolutionize your adventures with Passport Bros app, your ticket to turning passion into profit. With Passport Bros, your travel videos and posts aren't just memories, they're money makers. Share your awe-inspiring experiences with the world and watch your bank account grow with every click. But wait, there's more. Connect with a vibrant community of fellow explorers, where camaraderie knows no borders. Exchange insider tips, forge lasting friendships, and create memories that last a lifetime. And that's not all. Gain access to exclusive discounts on accommodations, from cozy boutique hotels to luxurious resorts, ensuring you can travel in style without breaking the bank. So why settle for ordinary when you can experience the extraordinary? Join the Passport Bros app today and unlock a world of adventure connectabilities. Download the app now and let the journey of a lifetime begin.
Download now on the App Store and Google Play.
All right, we got 90 people in the building. Shout out to you, and shout out to my man QB Passport flexing in the building. Shout out to you being here, brother.
It feels so lovely to be here tonight. What a beautiful, give yourselves a round of applause. You're so lovely. Everyone's so lovely. And while you're in the clapping mood, I'd like to give a big round of applause to my band, Sexual Chocolate.
Sexual Chocolate.
Sexual Chocolate. They play so popular, you agree?
Shout out to my man Passport Flex in the building. I watched your live stream that you did with Flatboy Way, as well as my man James from Kings and Dreams. Shout out to those brothers as well. Make sure you subscribe to all these men channel. Make sure QB that you drop your YouTube channel link so other guys can subscribe to your channel. Excellent information, great live stream, very informative. I appreciate you guys always putting out great content, man. You're always doing a great job. So shout out to you, brother. Shout out to my man Timothy in the building. The X-Men are in the building. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Shout out to you guys. Shout out to you being here. And make sure everything's still looking good. I'm freezing every once in a while and I'm hating it. But guys, thank you for tolerating my freezing every few moments. The Wi-Fi is acting kind of fishy today, but it's looking a little better. Let's see if this will help me too. This should help right there. And let me close this out too. Oh, that is closed out. Let me not even open that then. Okay, let me just make sure everything is done. And we are good. Okay, that should help. All right. Shout out to you, brother, for being here, Timothy. And them Canadian boys at it again. My man Black Nubians at it.
He said, oh, Canada.
Them Canadian boys. Shout out to you being here, brother. Let's go back out to these shout outs. Once again, we got 90. Oh, we got 106 people in the building. Shout out to you guys being here. Make sure that you guys, the link, I'm going to post the link again, but the link to the Passport Bro app is at the top of the live stream. So you guys could take advantage of that there as well. But I'll be posting that again in a moment. All right, shout out. Let me go back up to the top. To the top. My man Will is in the building. Shout out to you, Will, being here, as well as my man Derek's in the building. He said, oh, damn. It's a hot one down there. He said, and I'm still coming to Colombia. I'm going to let you guys know something. Colombia is an excellent, for the most part, I would say at least for the average person coming down, the average vacationer. Remember what I mentioned. In 2023, Colombia broke its record for visitors, for vacationers. Coming to Colombia, 8.3 million people came down to Colombia. Did 8.3 million people get robbed and drugged? Okay, what about 7.3? Wait a minute. It had to be 1.3 million people got robbed. No, 1.3 million people. Oh, 500,000 brothers that we know got robbed and not 500,000. So Colombia, for the most part, is safe if you do it the right way. Is that what that 8.3 million people saying? You could come to Colombia, have a good time, and then go back home? Oh, so if you break the rules, oh, like if me and Andrea went to Europe and we broke the rules and we got pickpocketed on the subway, oh, but most people that go to Europe don't get pickpocketed because they don't break the rules. I got you. I got you. As long as a person doesn't break the rules. Like I said, Medellin is not Colombia. You could go to other cities as long as you don't break the rules. What are the rules? One of the rules is stay off of social media. Rule number 2, don't be thirsty your first few days. Don't be thirsty your last few days. And rule number 3, don't do things with women because you're bored. If you're interested in her, cool. If you're interested in her for intimacy or party or fun, cool. But when dudes do things because, man, I'm just bored, man. That's because for the most part, dudes come down to Colombia just for the ladies. And so if they don't have the ladies, they feel like, I don't have anything to do. There's nothing here to do. What am I supposed to do? When am I supposed to go? Well, you got so many YouTubers that's already put out enough content for all the places that you can go to in any major city, but you don't take advantage of them. Then you get bored. You go to your phone, you go on Tinder, you swipe, you meet some chick, she comes over, she drugs you, and your work computer is gone and your passport is gone. All that happened because you were bored. So when you come to Colombia, expect to do more than just the ladies. You can do the ladies and you can do the fun. You can do the parties and clubs, but try to find some other things to do to make sure that you enjoy your full vacation here in Colombia. Shout out to my man, DeMarcus, Mr. Darkus in the building, the navigator himself. Shout out to you, brother. He said, you know, I have to clear my schedule for this one. Oh, we got a good video. We got the whole video, guys. The whole 1 hour video. So, you know, I'm going to have to speak in between because, you know, copyrights infringement. So I'll be speaking in between. And what I want to do, guys, tonight for these guys that the Obiland crew that work so hard with helping guys catch these women that are robbing people, I do want to have a fundraiser for those guys tonight. So any of you guys send us moderators tonight, make sure several times tonight that you drop our link for the Cash App. Anybody that donates to the Cash App, I don't care, it's $2, $5. We're giving 25. So we're starting with 25 for these guys. Any donation that you give to the Cash App, I don't mean don't give super chats, but that means whatever donation you give to the Cash App is going directly to the Obiland guys for them to be able to pay for the investigations that they go through. Because when you watch this video, you'll be able to see how thorough and how much money it takes for these guys to go from city to city and back and forth and helping people out in regards to catching these women. So we want to support these guys by having a little small fundraiser. Like I said, we're going to start with $25. So whatever extra that you guys send into the Cash App tonight is appreciated. And all that money tonight is going directly to those brothers because they even announced their Cash App on the video towards the end. And so I want to make sure that we do something special for those brothers. Shout out to them once again. Shout out to my man Fraction in the building. Fraction Jackson in the building. Let's go. Yes, sir. And I won't go through, like I said, I won't be going through all the super chats. I'm just going to do the first 10. I mean the chat. I'll do the first 10. We're going directly into this video. So we won't even hold it up. Like I said, it's about an hour long. And with me breaking it up, it's going to be a couple of hours of this video. So let's go ahead and shout out to the last few people. My man LJ, and I will give the shout outs to the super chats, definitely. Shout out to my man LJ, the Southern Vegan, in the building. He say, damn, that's crazy. And I put on the title that this young lady scoped and drugged 200 people. You find out in the video it was 250 people from the States. They go through her phone and they find nothing but 111111 area codes throughout her phone that have been blocked. So, guys, I'm telling you, stay off those apps. I know everybody say they got the secret formula. The secret formula of any country, of Colombia, at least Colombia, that I've learned is keep your butt off the app. Like I said, I got a few friends. They have been very successful with these apps. I won't lie about that. But that's for now. It ain't worth the gamble. It really is not worth it. Shout out to my man King's in the building. I was just talking about you, Jay. Shout out to you and Flyboy Way on the live stream with let me see if I'm not freezing. Let me make sure that I'm good. It looks like I froze for a split second. Okay, but shout out to you, brothers. Speaker Vibe in the building and my man Shay. I'm going to stop right there. But I also got to give a shout out to my Cleveland boy right there. Shout out to my man in the building. He said, Brother Dre is always cooking up these necessary topics. Another must-see show. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Now I'm going to hit to these super chats and we'll go directly into the video, guys. So I don't want to hold you guys up at all. Shout out to my man Travis once again. Good evening, Andre. And not much freezing on the video. Thank you very much, brother. Thank you very much. And my man LJ once again. Shout out to you. Make sure you guys click that like button. We got 148 people in the building. I like you. Make sure you like us too, because you already know.
Oprah coming next. Once I establish this as a place of truth, yeah. Oh yeah, that's what we're trying to do. We're trying to establish this as a place of truth. So Oprah will be coming next. Shout out to my man World of Sean Wildcat. Shout out to you, brother Sean, being in the building. He said, my dude, what's up, my guy? He said, we passport bros are up. Yes, we are. Yes, we are. Let me give you guys a hand clap. I appreciate you, passport bros. All of us brothers doing big things. Big things. I just had it's kind of funny. We're talking about one brother getting drugged, and I just got yesterday, I got a bunch of photos from a brother. This brother from the States, true story, from California, went on monk mode, stacked his money, came down here for a couple of trips. He did his consultation with me, came down here with a couple of trips to Colombia. He found out what city and what area he wanted to move to,
met a really nice young lady last year. They established a strong relationship, and he just sent me a photo of their son that was just born this week. So now we got Passport Bro Juniors out there. And that's how it's supposed to be done. If you come down here and you do it the right way, man, you can have what you're looking for. Stability, whether you have a child or not, whether you have a stable relationship or not. That's why I love Crossing Borders. Our motto is help you find love across borders, or just fall in love with the borders that you cross. That's what our job is, to help you fall in love, even if you fall in love with the country. So shout out to my man in the building. We Passport Bros are up. I was very happy to see that brother and his new family. And shout out to my man. Oh, my man he coming with the euros in the building, with the euros. He said trying to sign up for that app, but it does not work, or it does not. I don't get that. It does not throttle. Let Yahweh, let me know what you mean by that part. Shout out to you with the super chat. My man Uriah's in the building. He said, post your Cash App. We need to keep it posted through the show. Yes, sir. Yeah. Oh, yeah. I forgot to post the Cash App. You right. Man, you brothers good looking out. There we go. We got the Cash App right there in the Patreon for you guys to join. So yeah, definitely. Thank you very much, Uriah. And thank you very much for the $5. Yes, keep it going throughout the show. Like I said, all the proceeds from the Cash App is going directly to those brothers. Once we get done watching this, I'm going to make the announcement at the same time, so I won't be stopping the show for the Cash App announcements. But once we're done with watching the video, then I'll make the announcement for the Cash Apps, and then we'll go through the process of sending these guys the money and letting them know that it came from all of you guys here. Shout out to you guys. Let's get started with this video. This is about to be a good one. We got a juicy one, guys. Oh, yeah. We got a good one. I'm putting myself right in the corner, right at the bottom. Let's get started.
This is Lena, aka China, and for the last couple of years she has been a living nightmare for residents and especially tourists visiting Cali, Colombia. She is directly responsible for the drugging and robbing of at least 250 tourists in Bogota and Cali, Colombia. A black heart Scopolamine queen, completely detached and with zero concerns as to whether you live or die. She will drug you with Scopolamine before fleeing with your belongings.
Before we go any further, I know exactly where that Airbnb is. Andrea and I actually used to stay in that Airbnb. It's in El Poblado. It is a really nice Airbnb by Life Afar. Life Afar used to have some great Airbnbs throughout Colombia, and this was one of. We stayed there. It's got a jacuzzi in it. It is really, really nice, very secure area. But if you bring the wrong elements there, it doesn't matter who your security is. So let's get back to this video.
And while you sleep like a baby, her criminal gang will hack into your phone and steal thousands of your hard-earned money. But we found her. Her mistake was drugging and robbing an affiliate of the Obiland team and stealing close to $100,000. And so there was no way that we could turn a blind eye, and so we set a trap for her. Accustomed to being a predator, she thought she was about to claim another victim, but she miscalculated our determination to find justice. They always feel sorry when they get caught. They lie and make excuses, but the truth is, they are manipulative and self-centered criminals who don't care whether you live or you die. And so this is the complete story of how we brought to justice the most notorious and most cunning. This is the Black Heart Scopolamine Queen. They say the apple doesn't fall too far from the tree. And in December 2023, Lena's mother was arrested.
Había hurtado a 15 hombres y mujeres de nacionalidad italiana, estadounidense, alemana y colombiana.
Using the alias Paola Jaramillo, she was arrested for the drugging and robbing of dozens of tourists in and around.
Let's go back on that one. I want you guys to see that one again. The mom got locked up.
The most notorious,
the mother
and most cunning. This is the Blackheart Scopolamine Queen. They say the apple doesn't fall too far from the tree. And in December 2023, Lena's mother was arrested.
Había hurtado a 15 hombres y mujeres de nacionalidad italiana, estadounidense, alemana y colombiana.
Using the alias Paola Jaramillo, she was arrested for the drugging and robbing of dozens of tourists in and around Cali. And so this appears to be the family's business, with Lena taking over as the main player in the act of drugging and robbing tourists. They may look harmless, but these kind of people are responsible for the deaths of many tourists. 1 minute she's Karen, the next minute she could be under a different name. In this case, it's Sophia, and you will never know their true face or their true name because you're still playing in their hunting ground, the dating apps where they wait patiently for you to match and become the next victim. From gaining access to her cell phone, we were able to ascertain that Lena has drugged and robbed at least 250 victims, with at least 90% being Americans. Working with her brother Andres Felipe and others which we won't mention in this documentary, they have wreaked havoc among the tourists in Cali, Colombia, causing misery to hundreds of unsuspecting men whose only crime was to use a dating app. When they finish stealing all your cryptocurrency, making transfers via PayPal or Remitly, and withdrawing all the cash in your accounts, they would then use whatever's left to buy appliances and any other products that they find.
Yes, that was correct. That wasn't 63,000 Colombian pesos. That was 63,000 USD that they got from one man. I know another individual that got for over 40,000. And they transferred. You guys have to realize, I think one of the things that I notice about people that are from other countries that come to South America and they are so caught up on that third world stigma. Can I say it for real? We think Colombians are dumb. We think Brazilians are stupid. We think Peruvians don't know anything, what's up on anything. We think Argentina people, they simple-minded. Do realize the same AI individuals that know tech in the States, they have those type of people that are in here in Colombia as well and throughout South America. I don't know what it is. We treat other countries as if they don't know what a book is. They don't know what college is. They don't study. They have people that are already set up behind this woman. There's a whole team of super nerds, in other words, that know how to teach her and her brother how to do this, how to do that. Once you get the money, you transfer it over to here. They can't take the money from. They have a whole throughout Medellin, Cartagena. Even if you just study, let's say none of this drugging took place. If you just want to, and you're a person that's an IT person, it will amaze you how many IT organizations are in Colombia. How many Afro-Colombian IT organizations are in Colombia, just like in the States. And so we take their insight and we think that they're dumb, and they play country dumb like they don't know. But I'm just giving you guys heads up. They're not as dumb in South America as you guys are thinking that they are. And that's how they get away with a lot of stuff. We think that they don't know things, and that we're so advanced in the state in UK that they'll never be able to do that, get away with that. And that's why they're getting away with such a large sum of money from each person, because they can crack crypto accounts just as fast as they can crack your bank account, just as fast as they can hack your phone. Let's get back to the video. So don't forget that what I just mentioned, because it's very important.
And useful. And this is how they've become rich, even buying a brand new Mercedes-Benz. And so, how did our victim lose close to $100,000? It's simple. Go on a dating app and come across Lena. Due to the sensitive and ongoing nature of this case, Kobe has requested that his words and description of the events are spoken in verbatim and in first person to protect his identity.
And you know, I did this because I just wanted justice. Like, people like this deserve to be locked up, deserve to be fucked up.
Cali Colombia, the fourth most visited city by tourists in Colombia, a kind of haven for experienced tourists.
I've been hearing few stories about Colombia, and but to be quite honest with you, I've been going up and down and for the past 7 years, and I never had any problem till now, obviously.
Okay, we're going to pause it right there for a split second also. Another thing, if you think that because you've come to Colombia so many times, including me living here, that you can't get got, they want you to think like that. They want you to think that you can let your guards down. You are fluent in Spanish. Oh, you've been here plenty of times. You've been to several cities, and you slowly but surely let your guards down. And all of a sudden, here you go on a dating app, and you think you can do it like the next man did it. Bam. And you get got like this brother did. So like he said, he's been to Colombia several times, and that didn't stop him from getting got. So don't think just because you've been here several times and you're experienced or that you live here, that doesn't mean that you can't get got if you break the rules. What's one of the rules? Don't be going on those dating apps, guys.
However, hiding underneath all the vibrant culture and salsa dancing, Cali is one of the most dangerous cities in Colombia. But that's if you don't know what you're doing.
So back in 2017, that was my first time going there. Whenever I'm not in Ghana, this is like my second favorite place to be. This whole thing started when I went to Cali.
Kobe had initially spent a week in Cartagena and then spent another week in Medellin before making his way to Cali. Having maneuvered successfully through the streets of Medellin, a city rampant with scopolamine cases, he felt assured that having survived the worst, nothing could go wrong in Cali. And so he proceeded in a taxi to El Peñón, to his Airbnb apartment.
It was around 6 p.m. where I was chilling, and I went on this date app.
And that's where he met Lena, a cunning 23-year-old who goes under the monikers of Sophia or Karen.
Let's pause it right there for a split second. Let's look at who Sophia or Karen, she goes under that name. I've already spoken to a few guys that I know down here. I know one guy told me that he was about to date her. It's just that something went on. He just couldn't go out with. No, his friend was about to date her. He said, my boy was about to take her out. He said something happened that night they just couldn't connect with each other. He said, but he was about to take her. Another one of my partners, I hope that he's coming on the show tonight. He has a little bit of information in regards to that. El Peñón is Strata 6. It is a very safe, very beautiful area. It's right by the cat park. If any of you have been here to Colombia, it's by the cat park. It's by the giant statue of Christ, like the one they have in Brazil. We have one here in Cali, Colombia. And guys don't realize that same statue is here. So if you don't make it to Brazil, you make it to Cali. It's the same statue. It's just a little bit shorter. But El Peñón is a really nice upscale area here in Colombia. Beautiful restaurants, nice hotels in that area. So for her to be over there, he had to, invite her over. Because to have an Airbnb over there, those really nice Airbnbs over there, really safe area. Police officers everywhere. But to sit back and see this happen is because, once again, he's been to Colombia and been to Cali since 2017. That's a red flag, because we as humans have a tendency of becoming comfortable with something that's familiar to us. That's just all of us. And what happened is these people will take advantage of the fact that you feel comfortable. Another thing, you guys that know Spanish, nothing wrong with that. But how many guys that have been robbed by, how many of you English speakers have seen somebody robbed or have been robbed by an English speaker? I'll say this again. How many of us that know English have ever been robbed or know somebody that's been robbed by somebody that knows English? Well, we knew everything that they were saying. We knew what they were coming. Well, wait a minute. I thought knowing the language was supposed to be the superpower to keep you from getting God. Well, if we in America know of Americans that get robbed by English speakers and we're English speakers, don't just lean on the fact that, well, I know Spanish, so I can use these apps. I know Spanish, so I could use these apps. Well, I know English. And in the States, I was getting got and I was getting people. And they knew English and I knew English. So don't just lean on the language. It's good to know the language. Don't get me wrong. I'm not saying that you shouldn't know Spanish in a Spanish-speaking country. I'm not saying that at all. But what I'm saying is they are hoping to use this for us to put our guards down. Well, I know Spanish, and you put your guards down. Well, I've been here 10 years, and you put your guards down. One of the reasons why I've never come close to getting got, because I treat Colombia with the same respect I treat the United States. If I was to go to Baltimore and I ain't from B-More, it's certain areas of B-More I ain't going to. Shout out to my man El Guapo. If I'm going to Philly, shout out to my man Obsidian Ali. It's certain areas of Philly I ain't going to. Even my home city, Detroit, I know it's certain areas of Detroit I wouldn't go to. So it is with here in Colombia. I don't care how cool I am with somebody in certain areas or whatever it may be. I know that I'm not going to be around in those areas. And so that's what's kept me out of trouble, staying in the right areas. But just like this brother, he's in El Peñol. He's in a really good area, but he allowed this woman to invite herself or invite him. Or in other words, he invited her back to his place in this safe area. So it doesn't matter how safe an area is in Cali or in Medellin, if in your Airbnb is the best of the best Airbnb and the best hotel, and it's got all the security, if you're inviting somebody dangerous on the inside, I promise you, somehow, some way they're going to get you. They might not get you today. They might not get you tomorrow. But if you continue to gamble because you think you live here, or you've been here so many times, or you know Spanish, they hope you let those guards down. And they got you. Let's go back to the video. And then here's another thing. The reason why I paused it on that real quick, guys, a lot of times people assume that it's only white people, that's only white Colombians that do the scoping. I'm going to say that again. Another reason why she could get away with drugging over 250 men, 90% of them from the States, is because we let our guards down, thinking, well, it's the machisto or the white Colombians that are the ones, the Spanish descent Colombians. They're the ones that's doing the robbing. And you meet the Afro Colombian, and once again, you let your guard down. You met her on an app. She has no job. She's not in school. She has nothing going on for her. She lives on the east side of Cali. All the red flags, but she's this cute or attractive. The other thing about her, let's look at this picture of her for real. Let's be honest, guys. There is nothing really spectacular about her. She's got that regular, comfortable Colombian look. That's another way to let your guard down. She's not super hot, is she? She's not the hot chick. She's just approachable. She has approachable beauty. She has beauty that's like good enough to smash and have a good time, right? And since she looks good enough to smash and have a good time, those are the ones that get at, that's right, Saint, average looking females are the ones that are scoping dudes. It's not the hot chicks. Every blue moon, you will see a photo in the Scopolamine group on Facebook. And if we have time, we're going to pull that up. Every once in a while, you will see a hot chick that scopes somebody. Usually it's a plain Jane, average, approachable female that these guys get with. And that's how they get got. I kid you not. It's rarely the hot chick. It's usually a chick that guys can let their guards down with, feel comfortable with, and she got a big booty too. And they let their guards down, and that's how they get got. Shout out to you guys being here. Let's get back to the video. I want to hold you up.
So Bumble is set up in a way that, you know, they girl have to basically chat to you first when you match up. So we matched up, and then she hit me up. She kept pressuring me, like she wanted to see me and stuff like that. I was thinking like, oh, okay, I'm not really up for this, but you know, let me just do it to just to pass time.
Little did Kobe know that decision would change his life forever.
Asked me for my number. Then immediately I gave it to her. She ended the chat. Then she hits me up. So I actually asked her for a photo. Then she gave me a disappearing photo, which I thought was weird. But you know, some people do that. So I thought, you know what, we just leave it as that.
Lena and Kobe then arranged to meet up in the upscale Cali neighborhood of Granada. They will visit 2 bars for a drink and a high-end restaurant. But unaware to Kobe, this charming woman is just like this black cat. Bad luck.
She got her pasta, I got my steak. We were sitting down, chatting. I checked my time and I realized that it was time to move. I realized that it was time for me to go. Like, I checked the time, it was getting late. It was around 10 something. She then asked me if she can come along. I said, okay, cool, I don't mind.
The two then maneuver their way out of Granada before making their way back to Kobe's apartment. They make their way up the stairs. Kobe is probably thinking he's gonna get lucky tonight, but Lena, she has other intentions.
We got to the crib, and I offered her a drink. You know, in my refrigerator, I have all kind of drinks. She told me that she wanted beer, so I got that for her. I started playing music from my iPhone. Every time I played a song, after 30 seconds, she would tell me she don't like this song. The song is too old. Vieille canción, like old song, like. So she did that like 4 or 5 times. So the whole point was, anytime I'm changing my password, because obviously when I go to my iPhone, I have to, you know, type in my password. And every time I'm doing that, she's looking over, and I could see that from the corner of my eye. She was just trying to be smart, but I had caught on, but I didn't really look too much into it.
As the night progresses, Lena and Kobe get comfortable.
After a while, she told me.
Now, before he goes any further, let's kind of like recap, because you know I have to stop every periodically because of YouTube. He says that I'm playing music. He said, but every once in a while she playing the game like, I don't like that song. He said, so he has to go back into his phone to choose another song. She did it 4 times. What was she doing? She was glancing and watching him as he was unlocking his phone. She could see the 4-digit code. So if she sits back and see him do it 4 or 5 times on 4 or 5 different songs, you know, I don't like that. She listens to the songs for a few seconds. She's like, well, I don't like that song. What about this type of song? And so he goes back into his phone, 4-digit code, and she gets a chance to see his fingers clacking on a code. It's these little red flags that he said, I glanced over and I noticed her doing it. Why are we as men continue to ignore red flags? Let me get to these super chats. Put in the comment section, why do you think we men are constantly ignoring red flags for average women? This wasn't a hot chick. This wasn't a highly attractive woman where you like, man, this is a supermodel. He was smashing her out of boredom anyway. Remember, he said he even hit her up because he was bored. So why do we go through these extra miles of ignoring all of the red flags for average looking chicks? Shout out to my man Uriah once again. And Mr. Incognito's in the building. Shout out to you. He said, what's up, Dre? Ready for this info. I'm glad that you're here, brother. I'm really glad that you're here. We got 260 people in here in the building. Make sure you guys click that like button. We like you. Make sure you like us too. We're going to hit these super chats, and then we're going to go right back to the video. He say, shout out to my man Dave being in the building. He say, Andre, so you telling me one woman got 250 dudes? I'm telling you that this is the one woman that got caught doing 250 dudes. Could you imagine how many other women out there that are of Afro-Colombian descent, your sisters, that's out there getting dudes too? Am I saying all Afro-Colombian women? Hell no, that's crazy. I never say that. But what I'm saying is this woman is not the only one. And what I'm saying is 200. Let's look at her scenario. She was able with her average looks. I'm going to say this again. She was able with average looks to find 250 men to be still have your happy tail on these phones, on these apps, ignoring all of Razor Ray's videos, ignoring all of Love Crossing Borders, DC Rob's, Flyboy Waves, ignoring all those videos. You're going to do it your way. And 250 dudes in her cell phone got. Yes, sir. That's what we're saying. Because you think you know everything. And what's the number one thing I always say about black people? You can't tell us nothing. That is the number one kryptonite thing there is. We complain about everything, and you can't tell black people nothing. We think we know everything. And that's what people hope. When you get off the plane, they hope that you carry yourself like can't nobody tell you nothing, and you know everything. And that's how dudes get got. It's her mother, it's a family business. Yep. If mom got locked down for it, and the brother knows the game, and then they got other connections. My man Jarrell in the building, Mr. Davis himself, he said, was there no security at the door? No, those Airbnbs have strong locks, but no security at the door. And when you saw them walking up the stairs, like I said, Andrea and I have been to that particular Airbnb at least 3 times. My first trip to Cali was at a different type of Airbnb, but my second, third, fourth trip to Cali was literally in that Airbnb. It's really, really nice in a really nice area. But if you invite problems to your Airbnb, no matter how secure an area is, that's the problem. So no, it doesn't have that gate. It has strong, solid doors. But if you let somebody in, and the doors are set up that you can't let somebody can't leave out without a key. So you can't get in without a key, and you can't get out without somebody letting you out. That's the security part. The person has to literally walk you downstairs and you get out. That's why you'll notice once we go into the video, she took his key because she could not get out on her own without the key. She couldn't just run downstairs and just run out the front door. And so that's the sad point in regards to that. He said maybe Airbnb should start putting small safes in the. They do. A lot of them do have that, but guys don't use them. I'll say that again. A lot of Airbnbs, just like the hotels in Colombia, you got Airbnbs here with safes. Dudes don't use them. And then where you gonna put your work computers? I don't know why you guys come down to Colombia so much with your work computers. Because I'm working. I got you, bruh. But are you really working like that? Are you really? I know if I brought a work computer down to Colombia, I ain't working, bro. I ain't working like that for real. And guys get got for their work computer or some private things. When you come down to Colombia, do you need 8 pair of Jordans? Do you really need 8 pair of Jordans on a trip that you're going to be down here? You're only going to be here 2 weeks. Do you really need 8 pair of Jordans? It's little things like that. He said, yeah, like the hotel rooms here in the States, they have them set up just like that in the hotel rooms and many Airbnbs. And I know that Airbnb has it. I personally know that Airbnb has a safe. I got photos in that Airbnb. I mean, I got photos so old in that Airbnb, bruh. I got photos in that Airbnb when they first built it. And I was in that Airbnb in 2016, 17. So I definitely know that particular area. As soon as I saw this video, I was like, wait a minute, I know that Airbnb. And it's a really nice area too. Shout out to my man, Will of Thrill. He said, this is why I said, get the consultation. Now, one brother, I could say in the 215 consultations that we've done, we've never had a brother get robbed, never had a brother get drugged. Not one time. Not one incident with one brother. Most of us dudes that do consultations, we all network with each other once you guys get here anyway. So you dudes usually hanging out with me, or when you do meet somebody, it's a quality person that y'all meet. A young lady is usually quality. And most dudes know they stay off the apps. And then we already have a network of brothers that are already down here once you get here. So there's already a huge network of brothers that have been living here 5, 6, 10, 25 years in Cali, Colombia. That when you get down here, there's a bar that one of the brothers own, is a bar restaurant in Granada, in the restaurant center of Cali, Colombia. That is nothing but us brothers, and he has 4 Airbnbs upstairs. So above the restaurant, bar / club, he even has 4 Airbnbs upstairs. Really nice brother out of the state of Georgia. Shout out to the ATL brothers. And so it's a network of us down here. So that's why dudes that do the consultation, we never get got, because most of you dudes know how to move. But dudes that sit back and say, forget about the YouTubers that are trying to help you out. Forget about, the consultations. I do it on my own. F all y'all. I'm a man. You can't tell another man what to do. We have no problem with that. But there's a track record of doing what you want to do that's getting you guys caught up. And that's the part. Shout out to you, Will. He said it's a must. It's worth its weight in gold. Shout out to you once again, Will. He said he will let you know if you're on track. Absolutely correct. Absolutely correct. I mean, we talk about everything in the consultations, not just safety. We talk about everything from the apps that you're going to be using to the locations that you need to go to, Airbnb recommendations. I never recommend an Airbnb that other brothers haven't already stayed in that's secure. All the Airbnb recommendations are Airbnbs that I've actually even been in myself. When I drop you guys off from the airport, I don't just drop you off and say, okay, bye. No, I make sure that you can get into your Airbnb, because there's been times we've been standing out, me and other brothers have been standing outside trying to get you guys in. And then I make sure I go upstairs so I see what your Airbnbs are. So when I say, bruh, send me your Airbnb information, because I'm creating this list. So all the Airbnbs that I recommend, I personally have seen, and I've personally seen brothers actually have these Airbnbs, whether they had security at the front desk or whether they didn't. But this brother, he's like he said, he got bored and he invited the guys in. Shout out to you guys for being here tonight. Make sure you click that like button, because we all know
Oprah coming next. Once I establish this as a place of truth, oh yeah.
Oh yeah, Oprah coming next. Click that like button. He said, I start thinking the woman sees the same Airbnbs. He said, and brought a new gen iPad that should be able to fit into should be able to fit into a safe. That's true. He said, work just as well as a MacBook does. That's a good point. Instead of bringing the whole MacBook, just bring an iPad, and it does fit into your in most safes. You're absolutely correct. And like I said, I personally know that Airbnb has a safe, but if you don't use it, let's go back to the video, guys. I want to slide this back just a little bit. See those stairs? There we go. At the bottom of those stairs is a door. There is no, as you can tell, there is no security. So as they're coming up those stairs, I'm going to slide it back just a little bit, let you guys see that.
We just leave it as that.
Lena and Kobe then arranged to meet up in the upscale Cali neighborhood of Granada.
Granada is the area where all the restaurants are and bars are. Not all, but is the whole area is like 10 blocks of bars and restaurants. That's the area I was just telling you where the brother just opened up a restaurant called Richie Rico, and it is the Richie Rich, cartoon theme, but it's really nice, man. And all of us, he opened it up the day before the Super Bowl, and it's been doing great food, great drinks, man, great staff. And right above his restaurant are 4 Airbnbs that he owns as well. So, and I got an interview I'll be scheduling with him soon.
They will visit 2 bars for a drink and a high-end restaurant.
Like but we just went to that restaurant
this
last
charming
week, and it's
woman
really
is just
nice.
like this black cat. Bad luck.
She got her pasta, I got my steak. We were sitting down, chatting. I checked my time and I realized that it was time to move. I realized that it was time for me to go. Like, I checked the time, it was getting late. It was around 10 something. She then asked me if she can come along. I said, okay, cool. I don't mind.
The two then maneuver their way out of Granada before making their way back to Kobe's apartment. They make their way up the stairs. Kobe is probably thinking he's gonna get lucky tonight, but Lena, she has other intentions.
We got to the crib and I offered her a drink. You know, in my refrigerator, I have all kind of drinks. She told me that she wanted beer, so I got that for her. I started playing music from my iPhone. Every time I played a song, after 30 seconds, she would tell me she don't like this song. The song is too old. Vieille canción, like old song, like. So she did that like 4 or 5 times. So the whole point was anytime I'm changing my password, because obviously when I go to my iPhone, I have to, you know, type in my password. And every time I'm doing that, she's looking over and I could see that from the corner of my eye. She was just trying to be smart, but I had caught on, but I didn't really look too much into it.
As the night progresses, Lena and Kobe get comfortable.
After a while, she told me that, why don't we go to the bedroom? So she'll give me a massage. I was feeling some type of way, so I thought, why not? I put my drink on the chest of drawer. You know, chest of drawers, you know, those bedside drawers. I put my drink there. This girl, you know, obviously I had my face down. I believe this is when she actually drugged me. Because at this point, my head was down. She was actually giving me the worst massage you can think of. Like the worst. I'd never had such massage, like never. It was.
And here's the part. This is the worst massage that he could think of. You know, I got to stop every once in a while. The worst massage that he could think of. He's face down. He's not turning over saying, babe, hey, you don't know, are you sure you're not to give a massage? He's not doing anything. He's just tolerating everything. Everything. He will let you know if you're on. Oh, shout out to my man Will. And Jarrell said the MacBook. And my man, oh man, Oberland is in the building. Shout out to you, brother. Hey, Oberland, we are having a fundraiser for you, brother. So could you do me a favor? Could you let us know or put in the chat what your Cash App is? Because we're having a fundraiser that we're going to send all the Cash Apps to you tonight. So guys, any of you guys that are donated tonight, so far we got my man Vincent. Shout out to you for the $20 Cash App. That'll be going to Obi Land. And shout out to my man William E in the building. Shout out to you, brother, for being here. For the $10, and my man Black Scorpion with the $2 love. We'll take that love in the building. Shout out to you guys being here. All proceeds that are from the Cash App will be going directly to these brothers' Cash App to make sure that we help support what these guys are doing. So shout out to you guys being here. Appreciate there being 275 guys being here in the building. Click that like button. We like you. Make sure that you like us too. Shout out to you, brother, with the 20, with the pounds. Notice we got the pounds. Shout out to you, brother. And we got my man once again, Black Nubian.
I told this guy where I was from. He said, oh, Canada.
Them Canadian boys at it again. He said it would be safer and affordable just to take them to a love hotel, no valuables to be stolen. I'm gonna say this. I'm gonna break this down for those of you that don't know this about Colombia. There are 4-hour hotels here in Colombia, and it's set up like this. I kid you not. Okay, statistically, 63% of men and women in Colombia cheat. You can look it up. Colombians cheat. When I say cheat, boy, they cheat. 63%. So they cheat so much, there are hotels that are dedicated to having an affair. Those hotels have top-notch security. You pull your vehicle on the inside, or you actually go in the inside, and it's almost like it looks like a storage garage where you store your items in the States. No, you open up those storage garage doors and you go in, and there's a whole giant hotel room, but nobody can get out unless you reach out to security. So if a woman does something to you, she can't get out without security seeing both of you. So that's what he's saying about the love hotels. They're all over Colombia, all over Colombia. You guys arrive past them, and they're not cheap looking. There's some really nice ones.
You just think that they're regular hotels, but they're in their high-rise hotel. I mean, they're really, really nice. And my girl Afro Wahita, she did a video when her and her boyfriend went to one to show you guys what they look like. And I kid you not, man, that I drive past them all the time. By the Club Living in Grenada. I mean, by the Club Living in the Manga area, right down the street is a Love Hotel, big as can be. And you pull up, I kid you not, you pull up and they're discreet. In other words, the key part is discreet. So you can rent it for an hour, but you can't rent it for any more than 4 hours. And that's what the brother is saying. If you're gonna, you be better off going into one of those Love Hotels instead of taking a female back to your Airbnb, because she knows, being a Calinia or a Colombiana, she knows that if you go into that Love Hotel, she can't get out without you going out with her. It's not just going in and then just no. It's too much security, and it's set up for discretion. So yeah, that's a good point. That's a real good point. And shout out to my man Obi Land once again in the building, and shout out to you, brother, for all the work that you're doing with helping gentlemen and making sure that they get justice. You guys are doing an excellent job, and your editing is bar none. My man in the building, Official Kobe, shout out to you, brother, being here as well. I appreciate you, brother. Let me get this shout out in here. There you go. With the $4.99. Shout out to you, brothers. And he said, no security, no awareness of the city, no local expat friends. I mean, it's just building. You notice that? No local expat friend, no use of a safe in the Airbnb, no use of common sense, and she was too eager and suspect. Yeah, she came along like too eager, even though he was like, I'm kind of tired. And she kept on just, why don't we this? Why don't we that? All the signs would be there for us sometimes, guys, but we're kind of like he said, it wasn't about the sex for him. I didn't think his situation was, I'm trying to hook up with some chick. I think his whole scenario was, I'm in Cali and tonight I'm kind of bored. So I think that was his scenario. I don't think his situation was a dude being thirsty and he's trying to get with all these ladies. I really believe what he was saying. He said, I was kind of bored anyway. I wasn't doing anything. And we as men, we often do that. We'll say, okay, cool. We'll do that in the States. We'll call a female because we bored. What you doing? Nothing. Why don't you come on over? Because so that's not common. Shout out to my man Maurice in the building. Congratulations once again, brother. Congratulations to you. And with the $20 love. Shout out to you guys also with the super chats and the cash apps. Remember, all cash apps will be going to my man Obi Land tonight. Shout out to my man once again, B Hull in the building with the $5 love. Shout out to you, brothers. And we're going to add, once again, guys, we're going to add, right now we got $64. That includes our $25. So far we got $64. Let's at least get this up to $100 to $150 to donate to these brothers, man. I'm serious. Let's get these donations up through Cash App. And shout out for the super chats. Don't stop the super chats, but shout out to you guys with a $2, $5, $20, $10 Cash App. Let's get this up tonight to $150 that we can donate to these brothers for what they're out there doing, man, on our behalf. Not just even though I live here, these guys are looking out for guys like me too. So, and I'm married, but don't get it twisted. They're looking out for guys like me as well. So shout out to those brothers. Let's get back to the video. They're doing excellent. That editing, man.
It was terrible.
With his drink spiked with scopolamine, Kobe falls asleep like a newborn baby while getting a massage. And that's when Lena makes her move by stealing all of his belongings. She walks down the stairs, moving diligently in a bid to exit the building. The time is 2:46 a.m., but wait a second, because she has forgotten something, and so she uses the key that she has stolen for the apartment to re-enter, because she hasn't finished clearing him out. She wants everything. We believe at this point she was looking for any other information which could make life easier for her gang of criminals, especially when they have access to your cell phone and your bank accounts. And that is probably why they stole Kobe's passport, leaving him with no easy option to get back home from Colombia. Lena then makes her way out of the apartment to an unidentified car waiting outside. We now believe that this was an Uber. As she enters the back seat of the car carrying Kobe's belongings, she shuts the door and then makes her way. Within an hour, the first transactions are made using Kobe's card. Throughout the day, a series of bank transfers are made, including using Kobe's card for a crazy shopping spree totaling $63,000. And that doesn't include the figures that was taken in cash and in PayPal transfers. With no cash or cell phone, Kobe was assisted by the Airbnb manager who reported the incident to the Fiscalia. Nationality, Ghanaian American. Type of crime, drugged with a toxic substance. Items lost, passport, phones, computers.
All my cards, all my bank cards were gone. Everything. The only thing that she left me with was my t-shirts and my boxes. I was even lucky she didn't take that one too.
And without a cell phone to notify the banks, the criminals kept on stealing cash.
So I went outside and I happened to see this American guy who lives in the apartment. I was very fortunate because I basically narrated the story to him and I asked him if I can call Harold. He's like the Airbnb manager.
And so Harold assisted. Kobe then made his way to Cali's domestic airport in a bid to catch a flight to Bogota. But with no ID or passport, Kobe has to bribe his way onto a flight, paying exorbitant amounts of cash. It was either this or enduring the 9-hour bus journey from Cali to Bogota. Arriving at the airport, officials are unhelpful and it's a headache, but a bribe gets him through.
I got to Bogota and then I got to Bogota, I went to the American embassy, then I called Obi Land. And this is where we started planning on how we're gonna catch this girl.
The Obiland team knew they had to move rapidly, and if they were to find this girl, they had to make progress quickly within the first 48 hours.
First of all, I got the message from Harold, and Harold said to me, "Hey, Obi, we've just had somebody who's been drugged and he was being robbed. He lost about $80,000. At first, I didn't know who it was until I did some further inquiries and I found out it was a guy that, I had acquaintance with called Kobe. I know Kobe. Kobe, he's not an idiot. He knows how to move. But the thing is, as you find out, this girl, she's real slick with it. So I told him, listen, give me 3 weeks or less than a month and we're gonna find this girl, because I know how they operate.
Annoyed, the Obiland team took action and requested more information.
Kobe handed us a lot of information about this girl. Luckily, he had a picture of this girl. He had a picture of her Bumble profile because they met on Bumble. So that was really, useful information because at least we had a face.
Another critical information was being able to see the names and address of the people cashing out the funds.
First thing we did is we shared it to our network. We shared it to our team, the Obiland team. And we told people, listen, be on the lookout for this girl. She drugs and robs people. If she comes up on your Tinder or Bumble feed, notify us. And, that's exactly how we proceeded with everything.
One of the persons associated with this network who had information disseminated to him was Senior Rio.
My boy Obi hit me up and he told me what happened to one of his good friends. And, I don't know if people know, but I was drugged and robbed out here one time. And once he told me, it hit me. So I was like, I'm gonna come out there and I'm gonna assist you with this. We gotta go look for them because we gotta spin the block when one of ours got hit.
With every single information about Lena and her group shared amongst the team, discussions, plans, and strategies are developed on how to find her.
So just 6 days after drugging Kobe, who do we see on the Bumble platform? Lena, aka Sophia. She goes by the name of Sophia or Karen. Sophia or Karen. And she bounces from one day to nap. So she could be on Bumble today. And she usually will go on for a couple of hours or whatever. Then she goes incognito.
This is definitely her.
Can you go see her other pictures?
Yeah, if you scroll up. That's her.
Just 6 days after drugging Kobe, she's looking for another victim. This goes to show you the greed that these girls have.
One second, bro. Yeah, can you hear me?
Let's put it on pause for
It's 100% her.
And remember, she learned all this from her mom and her brother. She's going to mention in the video that she does have a daughter, but she learned all this conniving, all this heartlessness, all of this from her mama. She get it from her mama. So let's not forget about that as we're looking at this video. We got 185, almost 285, almost 290 people here. Make sure you guys click the like button. Let's get back to the video.
This 100% her.
150,000% her.
Exactly.
You know, I had my first conversations with Kobe, telling Kobe, listen, we found this girl. This is her Bumble link. She just vanished off the platform, just like that, gone.
Within 30 minutes of spotting Lena on the Bumble dating application, she had vanished, giving Obiland agents no time to react. The user was no longer found. It is believed that Lena had gone incognito.
So when you go incognito on these dating apps, you disappear from the deck and the rest of the public can't see you on the deck. So she was on Bumble as Sophia, and then she sometimes hops onto Tinder as Karen.
And then a couple of days later, she appears on Tinder under the moniker Karen.
She reappears on Tinder. And I quickly said to the team, I told the team, hey, guys, you know, one of you guys have got to match this girl. So, you know, the link was shared to the team, and Senor Rio, he took this personally because he felt like it was a vendetta for justice, because he'd been previously drugged and robbed in Cartagena.
But get your story right, yeah? Say you're in Cali for vacation. I'm thinking we gotta work fast. Bro, I gave her a super like. Exactly, I'll get the other brothers to work her, man. She's gonna hit like she wanna drug us. Bro, whoever gets in contact with her just gotta play stupid and brag to her what he wants to do for her.
And so, it was a match between Senor Rio and Lena, aka Karen.
Could tell she has a lot of questions that she asks before she meets her victim. So she asks me things like, what do I do for a living? How long am I here for? Do I know anyone?
These are the real-time conversations between Senor Rio and Lena.
Do you have any kids?
No, I don't. Do you have any kids?
Yeah, I got 2 kids. I work in a bank. I help my private clients invest their money so they can make more money. And you?
Well, right now I'm studying accounting.
So this is my guy. We're actually, speaking. He's actually just sharing his screen right now, and he's speaking with the girl.
Okay. What part of Cali are you staying in?
Well, I'm over here in the north. I don't know Cali. This is my first time visiting. Is the south far from me? I stay in an Airbnb, but I don't really know anyone here.
And I feel like those are like checks and balances of seeing if like I'm connected with people. Will I be an easy target? She wanted to know my age.
And so the conversation continues as Senor Rio tries to entice her into meeting up with him.
Okay. You have any plans for this weekend?
Well, today I'm free, but I leave to Medellin tomorrow.
She's saying tomorrow she goes to Medellin.
You want to do it today?
Shit, bro, let's do it today, man.
And so the conversation continues.
But you tell me what you want to do.
If you want, you can cook for me.
Yeah, si quieres mi cocina. So what she's saying that she's saying basically, if you want me to cook.
No, she's saying she's gonna cook. I can cook for her.
Okay, yeah.
What's your favorite food? You still trying to link up with me? You know, I'm trying to still go out to eat with you. Let me know what you're trying to do.
Well, I like pasta.
La pasta.
Bro, should I get Jason a flight right now so he can leave? If she's going, then let's try to do it today.
At 3 p.m.?
She says 3 p.m., giving Senor Rio less than 3 hours notice.
He said at 3 o'clock, the kitchen's ready to go.
but it's a bit too early, and so they both agree to meet at around 7 or 8 later on that evening.
When a girl starts telling you, from my experience when they're out here, how they don't want nothing from you, they're just looking to meet you, see whatever happens, it's usually a red flag because most women want something out of someone here.
Well, give me your number and I'll save it in my phone.
And so she takes Senor Rio's cell phone number as the team.
Now, we're going to pause for a second. Our brother, shout to my man, Brother Rio, and all that the Obi-Land team does. But I can say this, I can beg to differ also in certain areas. There are a lot of women that take, if you start with money, and I in Colombia, and my wife was like that. If you start with gift giving or with money or showboating fast, the Colombian woman will take that as a red flag. There are women now. We all know as men, no matter where you go in the world, women eventually want security and want money eventually. But if you start off that way, many women will say, yeah, let's get him for his money. But good women in this country, if you move too fast with your money, they look at it as a red flag. Like, what does he want? What does he want from me that I'm not willing to give him like those other Colombianas? I'm not one of them. So if he thinks that he's going to coerce me with money, that's not going to happen. I know a lot of women down here that I've seen and that I've personally met and interviewed and talked with here in Colombia throughout the country. You guys know we've been everywhere. And one of the things that I find in common, that there are women that are easily that you can maneuver with money. He's correct. But there are a group of women that don't trust us if we move with money too fast. They think that you're trying to treat them like those other women. And so they're like, no, I don't want anything from you. Why? Because you think I'm one of them. So both groups of women do exist here in Colombia. Shout out to my man in the building. He says, Sean says, he said, I don't drink around them. He said, hell, I'm tall. I put my drink on top of the refrigerator. Shout out to you. And my man David said, this is for the donation, Andre. Hit that like button, everyone. Yes, sir. We got 300 people in the building. Click that like button. We like you. Make sure that you like us too. And once again, guys, all Cash App donations will go directly to Obi-Land tonight. We're trying to hit a goal of $150 going to these brothers. And right now we were at 64 and we are still sitting at 64. But no matter what happens, I'll make, even if I have to make sure that these guys get at least $100 from us, I'll take care of the rest of it. But hopefully we'll be able to raise $150 for these guys tonight because they're doing an excellent job. And just the documentary itself is excellent, but they're doing an excellent job with helping individuals out there. Let's look at this last super chat, and then we'll go back to the video. Shout out to my man Timothy Bright in the building. He said, I'm not going to any country unless I get a consultation. That's true. And we were saying, wait, when we went to Europe, we got consultation when we were in Europe. We saw too many people saying, this could happen to you in Europe, that could happen to you in Europe, this could happen to you in Europe. So we were like, you know what? I went ahead and got a consultation from a dude down there that lives in Europe. Kid you not. So even I get consultations. I ain't that stupid. Plus they can show me where all, how to get around the location easily. But let's get back to the video, gentlemen.
Awaits a message from Karen. However, surprisingly, she blocked Senor Rio and just ended the chat abruptly.
Honestly, I thought everything was going good when we were talking. She just deaded the conversation. I think she was really playing with me because she was trying to get to know me and stuff. But then from nowhere, she told me she went to Medellin, and that really did confuse me because I didn't understand why she was telling me she's going to Medellin. And right after she told me that, she ended the conversation.
She had blocked Senor Rio because she had seen him against the Scope Queens of Medellin.
She has checks and balances. But a key question which she asked him was, she asked for his number and he gave her a Colombian number, and we had a reason for that. But we knew it was the wrong thing because, when you have a Colombian number, some of these girls who do scope you, they think you know too much, that you're local, you know too much. So at this point, she took his number down But after that, she quickly blocked him from all the conversations and deleted everything, and she disappeared off the platform. She was gone. And she said she was going to Medellin. I think that was to like throw him off and confuse him or confuse us, whatever. It seemed as if she was like smelling that somebody was onto her.
And so, after her encounter with Senor Rio on Tinder, she once again disappeared off all dating site platforms. Sifting through the information, the team realized that she had used Kobe's phone to order an Uber that she had used to leave Kobe's apartment. The information had all been backed up to Apple's iCloud.
They made all these orders via Rappi, using the Uber of my guy's phone. So we have an idea that, you know, she's staying in some kind of like apartment complex, some building. So we were just, you know, we just want to go and do some like reconnaissance work. You know, let's go see what's up.
And so with the purpose of gathering more intelligence, they decide to stake out the addresses.
You know, that girl, she's a nightmare, honestly. I'm definitely sure, like the way she's been carrying on, I'm definitely sure that this hasn't been her first victim, that she's done this before. But the thing is that they're so silly and unprofessional. She took an Uber to one address. She then made another journey. They expect you to be scared. But the truth is that nobody is scared. No one is scared. You know, they think that guys are just gonna get drugged. They have no backup. They have nobody to protect them, and they're just gonna leave the country, and that's it. No, they think all tourists are the same, you understand? They just believe that all tourists are the same and that everybody...
And so the journey for reconnaissance had started. The mission was to obtain information by visual observation and other methods. And so our guy made his way to the furthest point in the south of Cali, to the locations discovered by the team. They knew who and exactly what they were looking for. And through persuasive techniques, they were able to gather even more information from the building's security. With 5% all-black tinted windows, the guys stake out at another location, awaiting any face that they recognize.
You know, we didn't know if it was going to be a warehouse or where she lives or where the gang lives, but we just decided to stake it out and to look and observe, and maybe we'll find something. Who knows, we might even see her or one of them walking out the building.
And so our guy waits patiently, observing, looking, and watching. Later that night, they then camp out at a local Afro-Colombian nightclub frequented by narco-traffickants. To them, it's obvious that our guy is a foreigner, but...
Let's go back a bit. Let's go back a bit.
Traffickants.
Do not, I'm going to say this right now, guys, in all sincerity. This club right here, the Bronx, is on the south side. It's an all-black club. Very attractive sisters off in there. I'll give you that. Don't go to that club. You guys have never heard me say don't go to a particular club. You've heard me say to certain locations, don't be on the east side of Cali. I'm letting you guys know. Foreigners have no business being in that club. They deleted a soccer player, a professional soccer player in that club. I think it was last year. He had just left out the club and he ended up being deleted out that club. You do not want to go to the Bronx. Now, some of you brothers, you think you know everything. Like I said, you can't tell black folks nothing. So you gonna go to the Bronx anyway. Because forget what Andre and Obi Land is talking about and forget what everybody else talking about. I'm coming down for the Afro-Colombian Festival. I want to see where all the black clubs is. You say that's the black club and they all sexy off in there. I'm going to the Bronx. Take your happy tail on to the Bronx. But don't tell me didn't nobody say anything when you realize that ain't nothing in there that has to do with foreigners or tourists. It's one spot you do not want to get caught up in. It's a huge club, mind you. It is big. But you ain't trying to go there. You ain't trying to go. I'm from Brooklyn. I don't care where you're from. I'm from Chicago. I'm from LA. Okay. Take your LA ass up in that club after I just mentioned to you. Do not go to the Bronx. Going off in there, get you something sexy, and my man Obi-Land. Just make sure you got Obi-Land on speed dial, because you gonna need them. That club is a club you do not play in. It is not. It's been around forever. Back when Andrea was in college. You do not. That's one you don't mess with. Just give you guys a head up, just in case any female or some dude that you cool with in Colombia. Yeah, I got me an Afro-Colombian dude in Cali, and he said we going to the club. Just because you got a connection, a true friend in Cali wouldn't take you to the Bronx. I'm gonna tell you this again. A true friend. I got Afro-Colombian friends down here. They've taken me to many spots, and Bronx is not one of them. And they will tell me, Andre, you don't want to go off in there, because I was looking, where the black clubs at? No. I'm giving y'all a head up. Y'all think it's a joke, but I'm serious about that one. Let's get back to the video.
To them, it's obvious that our guy is a foreigner, but he blends in well. This is where we believe we saw sight of Lena's accomplice.
And so we decided to investigate the transactions. And the largest spend was $63,000 in Home Center, and then also in Jumbo.
We're going to pause there for a second. $63,000 in Home Center. And I forget the amount of thousands that was just in Jumbo. Jumbo is their version of Kroger's. Just in case you guys have never been here, Jumbo is Colombia's version of going to Kroger's, to where Éxito is Colombia's version of Walmart. Jumbo is Kroger's. In Florida, what would it be? Man, I forgot the growth. Publix in Florida. Shout out to Publix. It would be Publix in Florida. That's what Jumbo is. So they spend thousands of dollars in Jumbo and Home Center. $63,000 in Home Center. Home Center is Colombia's version of Home Depot, Lowe's, or IKEA. Same products. It's the same thing. It's just a different name. You got Home Depot, they got Home Center. It's the same warehouse. You can buy wood in there. You can buy all different. You can buy a whole kitchen, whole living room. It's the same thing. So to spend $63,000, let's imagine if somebody went to Home Depot or Lowe's and spent $63,000 of your dollars. Now it's kicking in, right? Somebody went to Lowe's with your money and spent $63,000. Then they went across the street to Publix or Kroger's and spent another $10,000. How would you feel? That's the severity of those stores. So just to let you guys know, shout out to you guys. Let me hit these super chats real quick, and then we're going to go back to the video. These guys did an excellent job, man. They keep you on the edge of your seat. I told you this one, you want to have your popcorn. Brother says, shout out to you, brother. He says Travis Travel Dazzle says, I second the other guy talking about Rio. He said, I'm a veteran of Cartagena. He said, I got a girl now and I go every month. But before that, I never drank around the ladies. Even if you keep that tip, just that tip, not drinking around the ladies at all. Man, Jarrell says with the $5 love, he says, in the Navy, we are told always keep your drink close to you. I noticed that here in Colombia, they have their drinks like this. If you ever notice Colombians, let me move Jarrell out the way. They have their drinks like this at the club. They'll talk and laugh and dance and everything, and their drinks are like right where their chest is. Whereas in the States, we'll sit back, we just be talking without drinking our hand, like, what's up, man? What's up, dog? No, you can't do that here in Colombia. They have their drinks like right in front of them. And there's a reason for that. Just like Jarrell just said. He said, don't leave your drink even for a second. That's another thing. If I leave a drink, I'm either going to finish it before I go to the bathroom, or when I come back, it's a whole new drink being ordered. He said, take it everywhere with you. Or, yep, take it everywhere with you. Shout out to you. Shout out to my brother in the building with a $10 love. Shout out to you, brother. He said, hey, from Tony and Sorodia. Hope I pronounced that, from U.S. and the Dominican Republic, DR. Shout out to you, brothers. He said, these guys are doing God's. Yes, they are. Yes, they are. They're doing God's work because my wife said I cannot get a condo. He said, my wife said that I can get a condo, and I'm surprised. Boy, listen, Your wife must not know about Cali, Colombia. If you ever want to see a city that women throughout Colombia are jealous of and will not allow their man to go there, here. They don't care if you go to Medellin. Go. They don't care if you go to Bogota. They don't care if you go to Cartagena. But as soon as you tell your woman that's in Medellin that you going to Cali, you better be ready for argument. Because they know these Cali curves out here. And despite this one young lady, there are some really good sisters out here in Cali that are doing some amazing things. And a lot of these women know they can't compete with some of these ladies out here in Cali. So they be like one brother said last year, he said when he left Bogota, he told his girl he was going to Cali, and she said this, "I'm never going to see you again, am I?" And he said, "What are you talking about?" And when he got here, I asked him, "How many times did you call your girl since you've been here in Cali?" "Twice." I say, she ain't lying. She knew that once you got to Cali, you ain't never going nowhere else. So shout out to the brothers in Cali. So I'm surprised that your wife said that. I hope she's not watching. Shout out to my man Major League. He said, Cameron said, he said, it's the Bronx, yo. Ice Spice. Yeah, for real. See, I've never heard an Ice Spice song. So I've seen photos of Ice Spice, the young singer, but I've never heard of Ice. I've never heard of her another song. You know, hey guys, when I leave the States, I left the States, so I don't know stateside songs. And my man Timothy, once again, he said, ain't going nowhere if sisters are there overseas. It ain't, I kid you not, I would easily say 95% of sisters ain't on this. Most Colombian women aren't on this. It's just enough of them that you have to look out for. I'll say this again. Just like when we go to the States, we know most sisters in Atlanta ain't grimy, but there's enough sisters in Atlanta that's grimy that you got to look out for, or enough sisters that's grimy in Miami or Detroit or Chicago that you got to look out for. But we know most women in Chicago or Detroit or Atlanta aren't grimy. They're just everyday women. And so it is here in South America. Most women that I've come across in South America, just everyday, hardworking, going about their business women. It's these women that these guys have to get arrested that are causing the problems and making all the other women in Colombia look bad. So yeah, most sisters, really good people, gorgeous as can be and down to earth as they can be. Really down to earth. So shout out to you, brother Timothy, once again. Let's get back to the video. Stay away from the Bronx, guys.
So we decided to take a trip to those establishments to find out exactly who was spending and possibly to review the CCTV footage. There's definitely got to be CCTV footage over there of the people who went there and spent $63,000.
And so the team arrive at one of the stores. They explain to the store manager the situation and what they require help with. But things didn't go as they had planned.
Well, the first thing we realized, when we got to these establishments is, number one, there are cameras right underneath each cashier point. So we went to go and speak to the managers. We told them that somebody had stolen and used our cards on so-and-so date. It was very easy and precise. But the one thing that we realized is that in both stores, especially Jumbo, they were quite standoffish.
Taken to a help desk by the store manager, our guy inquires why his request to review footage has been declined.
Una persona puede robar tus cosas y no puedo mirar quién.
Eso nosotros no estamos autorizados para eso. Eso directamente, un oficio lo manda la fiscalía a nosotros.
The store manager provides excuses as to why he cannot review the CCTV footage. This is even though we provided them with the exact time and date of the transactions.
Store manager was very, very dismissive. He just didn't care. He wasn't interested. He just said, I'll take your numbers, that nothing has happened. He's going to call us back. Until this day, no one has ever called us back. So we suspected that the reason why they're doing that is because of how it probably works. That somebody within the store knows exactly what happened and they're covering for that person. There is no way that you spend $63,000 in a store over the course of an hour and nobody sees anything.
And so the team retire back to base, feeling highly disappointed.
been quite a disappointing day. Like, you know, we truly believe that these guys, you know, that they got somebody now who's working on the inside of in those stores. Is much bigger than what we thought. Much bigger than what we thought. The way their eyes lit up when we said, "Oh,
we know who the girl is.
We know who the girl is.
Have her first and last name. We know where she lives. All the information we gave them, they were shocked. They were scared.
Yeah.
Because that's what led them to not want to give us more
information. Yeah.
When we said to them, when I broke it down to them and said, so basically you're telling me if someone stole from the store right now,
yeah,
what would you do? And he didn't answer.
Because he knew.
He knew. They go to the camera. There's someone watching the camera all day, but because we showed our cards, they didn't want to show their card. I said to them, I said to them, you know, the person that's in here that's helping them should go to jail too, should get arrested. And then he says to me, see, Claude, but no enthusiasm.
We were pissed off. I was pissed off. I was annoyed. I was angry. But we didn't give up. We didn't lose hope. We knew, you know, that we were building our case slowly, and it was bigger than what we expected it to be.
The only thing is that it's going to take a couple of months before she resurfaces and runs that Karen Sophia game. She's running it with those pictures because it's worked for her. She's going to turn up, man. She's going to turn up. That one is 100%. 100%.
And I started getting a bit desperate. The whole team started getting desperate because she had disappeared completely for about 2-3 weeks. We just didn't see her. She was on no social media. So we started considering that maybe she could be in Medellin or in Cartagena. And so I called up some of my guys who work in security and intelligence here in Colombia to provide us information as to whether she could be in those cities.
Mándame fotos de la chica, mándame todas las pruebas que tengas allá y hacemos una en circular acá en Cartagena con los contactos que yo tengo, a ver si de pronto se radicó acá en Cartagena. La mayoría de esas personas cuando cometen un fraude como eso o un robo como eso, siempre buscan una ciudad como lo que es Cartagena, que tiene muchas maneras de resguardarse. Por eso comparte conmigo entonces esa información, donde ella tenga un número donde uno la puede identificar o localizar por medio de una redada, ya colocando su dato personal con 2 amigos míos de acá del Gaula y de la Sijín, ya podríamos mover la situación, pero necesitaría un dato de ella más personal.
They requested some information of her pictures and all of that stuff. I was being hopeful, but again, that yielded no results. With no results, I had to start thinking like a criminal. I had to start thinking like these people. We purchased multiple cell phones for the team. Each cell phone had 3 WhatsApp numbers, preferably, you know, foreign WhatsApp numbers. We then created multiple profiles across all the dating sites. And one of the best characters which I created was a guy called Stanley. And I couldn't even recognize myself.
Looking similar to the pictures you see in this video, our guy created the perfect persona.
This guy Obi was like thirsty to find this girl. And I believed him because he kept on always talking to me about it. And then he goes and shaves his beard off completely and gets some glasses, and I'm like, yo, who the is this guy? This guy changed his appearance to fit a different person just to go after her. Like, who does that?
Stanley looks like a complete dope. He looks like the guy who is a perfect candidate to be drugged and robbed. I put in motion Stanley as a profile out there in the world, as a financial analyst, a guy who's got money, well-educated, and I was just waiting for her to show up somewhere.
And so the team keeps swiping left, rejecting all matches, focusing only on finding Lena.
So, unexpectedly, out of the blue, she started posing as someone else. She contacted Kobe and said, I met you on Badoo a couple of weeks ago, but you didn't respond to me. Kobe has never used Badoo, but what she didn't realize, by her saying Badoo, it had opened us up to a new world of a dating site, that if she isn't on Tinder and Bumble, then maybe she is gonna strike next on Badoo.
And so the team open up a new Badoo account under the profile moniker of Stanley. With the appearance of a naive tourist, he was the perfect victim, and so we wait patiently for the Scope Queens to strike. About a week later, at 9:32 p.m, a visit from Sophia checking out Stanley's profile. She had just joined Badu looking for her next victim.
When she appeared, I couldn't believe it. This was gonna be one chance out of one. I quickly matched her, hoping that she'll bite. But I was quite confident because guys, if you see the picture which was used for my profile pic, anybody who doesn't try to drug and rob Stanley, he looks like an individual who is ready and eager to get drugged and robbed. She probably looked at Stanley's profile and she thought, he's perfect. He's perfect to try and drug. He's a perfect victim. And she responded. She said, hola.
These are the real transcripts of the conversation between our guy and Lena, posing as Sophia.
Hello, how are you? What are you doing? Do you speak Spanish?
Just give me a minute, let me use the translator.
Papi, what part of Cali are you in?
I'm in Granada.
I live in south of Cali. How's your Friday?
Nah, nothing. Cali's boring.
Today's a good day to go dancing, or tomorrow too.
But where are the good places around this area? And anyway, I don't even have anyone to go dancing with.
What are you doing tomorrow? We can get to know each other and maybe go out dancing.
Well, really, I don't have any single plans for tomorrow, so I think what you're saying, it sounds like a good idea.
Do you have WhatsApp? Do you prefer maybe it's easier to talk over there?
And so our guy provides Lena with a foreign telephone number.
I'd already gotten some points from Colby on how to approach this girl. She always needs to feel like she's in control. I just played it cool. I responded. You know, I didn't push things too deeply. I just was moving at a pace at which she wanted to move.
The conversation continues on WhatsApp.
So, tell me a little bit about yourself.
I'm 37 years old. I'm from London and I'm exploring South America. And you?
Well, I study accounting and I also live with my parents.
Well, that means we got something in common because I studied accounting in university.
Qué bueno. That's good. Hola, bebé. ¿Qué haces? What are you doing? Am I still going to see you at 3?
So I guess I'd passed the first stage. If she feels that she cannot control the situation, she will block you.
Stanley and Lena agree to meet up at 3 p.m. at the iconic trumpets of Jairo Valera. I'm here. Where are you?
Almost there. Can you wait for me?
Yeah, but how many minutes?
I'm about 5 minutes away.
Okay. And so it's on. It's almost 3 p.m. and the Obiland agents are monitoring the entire plaza of Jairo Valera from a vantage point. They can see exactly who comes in and who goes out. The idea is to be able to monitor Lena and any accomplices with her as she arrives into the plaza. Our guy is nervous as he goes to sit down to wait in the restaurant for Lena. He must remember to maintain the character of a nerd who doesn't speak Spanish and is new to Colombia. Wearing his geeky glasses which serve as a secret camera, Stanley receives a missed call from Lena, aka Sophia. He checks his phone, arranges himself, and then calls her back.
Hello.
She notifies him that she is around the corner, and so we're about to meet the Blackheart Scopolamine Queen for the first time.
Hello.
And this is what she looks like in person. She comes across harmless, but is very dangerous.
Hi. How are you? I'm sitting right there. I'll take off my glasses.
They then walk back into the restaurant where they order some drinks and get some food.
So like we're trying to get like scenes of Obi on the date with the predator, and
we're going to pause that for a split second. There's something that I want to show you guys. The Facebook group for the national that have been put together by guys that are the national Scopolamine victims Facebook group. I've been a member of the group for 3 years. Of course, nothing has happened to me, but they asked me why I want to be involved in it, and one of the reasons why I told them, I said, basically, I'm trying to make sure that I get enough information out there to the public to let guys know that if they're looking for somebody or if they need some information to keep this from happening to them, they can go to you guys' group. And so I'm one of the few members that are part of the group that nothing's ever happened to them. But I'm about to show you guys this group real quick, just in case you guys have never seen the Scopolamine group And we're going to go back to the video in a split second, guys. I want you guys to see this. This is on Facebook. This is an actual group. There are there's almost 5,000 guys in this group in Colombia that have either been drugged or know somebody that's been drugged. We're going to scroll down and just go towards the photos. These are all women that have scope dudes throughout Colombia. And make sure you guys can see that. Whether they be plain Janes or what, there's your girl. Is that not your girl? This was posted June 10th, 2023. Here's another woman. Here's another woman. All of them are young, 19, 21. Guys, we got to stay off of these apps. That's how they get you, dude.
Nos permitimos informar la actividad operacional del día de ayer, donde una persona puertorriqueña.
We're going to go back to the video, but I want you guys to see that these are the young ladies that's getting you dudes. The ones that look so innocent, like they'll never do anything wrong to you. 23. But she thick. And here we go. And there she goes. So guys, once again, let's go back to all these photos. If I just scroll down, all of these women, just all of these women. This is the Asian brother that got last year, remember? So this is not a game, guys. So when we say when these cameras go off tonight, I can scroll down and continue to scroll down, and more photos will continue to pop up. These are women that either guys are looking for or women that got guys, 20 years old. So this has been going on for quite a while. And these guys have notes. So if you guys want information in regards to the group, here's the title. I'm going to scroll back to the top. Colombia, Scopolamine Victims and Alert Group. That's on Facebook. Once again, they have 4,700 guys that are already a part of the group. And I bet you they'll have 5,000 by the end of the year. I want you guys to see how serious this actually is. This is not a game. This is not a joke. Dudes are losing their lives. So when the Obiland guys go look for this is not this, you know, it's not just them trying to look out for you guys, but it's the Facebook groups that are trying to look out for you also. Shout out to my man Russ T in the building with the $10 Cash App. Remember, all Cash Apps are going to Obiland this evening. So make sure you guys, our goal is 150. We're at $75 right now. Even if we just land close to $100, I'm going to at least make sure that no matter what we get, I'm going to make sure that these guys get $100. I already put 25 in. And if I got to put the rest of the money in to make sure that you guys get at least $100 of appreciation. If they get $100 of appreciation from us, that's all we can do. But let's get back to the video real quick. Let me put the video back up on stage.
So as I'm walking in, I can't, she doesn't see me, so I'm like holding the camera and I'm trying to get a good video of them eating dinner together. And as I'm getting in there, she sees me and her eyes just lit up. She's like, she starts covering her face. She's covering her face thinking I'm like the mastermind of this whole thing. But she's with the real mastermind. She's on the date.
And so with Obiland agents monitoring events in the plaza, two agents pretending to be a romantic couple on a date enjoying the plaza secretly record Lena and Stanley leaving the restaurant. Accustomed to hiding her identity, she quickly swerves to the right to avoid being picked up by any public cameras. However, our female agent also conveniently decides to walk towards the right, pretending to be making TikTok videos, but the truth is, they were secretly monitoring Lena and relaying information to the rest of the team, who are patiently waiting. 5:06 p.m., they arrive back at the apartment, and at this point, Lena truly believes that she has found another victim. As part of her thieving strategy, she has trained herself to have an excellent memory, quickly making a mental note of any access codes that are required. They enter the apartment, and for 99% of her victims, this is where the story usually ends, because if you're lucky enough not to die, at the least you'll be waking up disoriented, with all your belongings gone, never to see her again. They enter the apartment, where there are secret cameras controlled by a member of the team monitoring proceedings in the apartment.
And then we went back to the apartment. When we got back to the apartment, she was nervous. We got back to the apartment, she was completely nervous. I tried to calm her down, but I told her to start dancing and to, you know, like just to have a good time.
No problem.
Our guy attempts to break the ice with Lena by dancing to salsa, but you already know that whatever the genre of music, he's sticking to the same old two-step. Both on their phones, our guy sends a message to the team. He knows.
Can you guys hear that? Jarrell said it's muted. Can you guys hear that video? Let me know. Put a 1 in the chat if you guys can hear. My man David says that, let's see what Dave says. He says, Andre, some of these dudes should not come to Colombia if they can't vet normal women in the United States. There is no way they can deal with more attractive, this is true, women in Colombia who could be dangerous. That's true. If you guys don't know how to sift through the women, regular everyday women and their obesity in the United States, how is it that you're going to come to Colombia and be with ultra beautiful women? Even a plain Jane girl such as this woman looks better than some other women in the States, not all, but some, and you get caught up like this. It shouldn't be this easy for them. So yeah, guys, just let me make sure that you guys can hear. Okay, we can hear. Okay, let's get back to the video.
Notifies them to prepare themselves, police and security. As Lena looks nervously, our main security operative makes his way towards the apartment. Lena believes that she's about to drug and rob another victim, but she's in for a very big surprise as our guy stands up to open up the door. Finally,
before we go any further, we're going to give you guys a few seconds break by giving you guys a shout out from our sponsors, which is the Passport Bro app. The Passport Bro app link is at the top of the video. We need 25 guys to make sure that you download and support Black male media by supporting the Passport Bro app. And then we're going to get back to the video.
Hey, Globetrotters! Are you ready to elevate your travel game and make every trip unforgettable? Get ready to revolutionize your adventures with Passport Bros app, your ticket to turning passion into profit. With Passport Bros, your travel videos and posts aren't just memories, they're money makers. Share your awe-inspiring experiences with the world and watch your bank account grow with every click. But wait, there's more. Connect with a vibrant community of fellow explorers, where camaraderie knows no borders. Exchange insider tips, forge lasting friendships, and create memories that last a lifetime. And that's not all. Gain access to exclusive discounts on accommodations, from cozy boutique hotels to luxurious resorts, ensuring you can travel in style without breaking the bank. So why settle for ordinary when you can experience the extraordinary? Join the Passport Bros app today and unlock a world of adventure, connection, and endless possibilities. Download the app now and let the journey of a lifetime begin.
Download now on the App Store and Google Play.
Absolutely. And there is no way that you shouldn't have the Passport Bro app, because every city that you're going to. In many cases, there are some brothers that are already there. I was just on the app before I came on the show, and I got a chance to see how many brothers that have landed in Cali over the last couple of weeks that I network with now through the app. To whereas they would have came down here, they wouldn't have maybe not had a way to contact me other than YouTube. But now they have the app that they can say, Dre, I'm in Cali, what you up to? They can do that. You guys can do that. And all you have to do is just download the free app. So at the top of the comment section, or the chat, you can see where it has our Patreon. Shout out to you guys who joined the Patreon. But also right there, you can click the link to get the Passport Bro app. Let's have 25 of us support this app that's created by a brother supporting Black male media. And let's get back to the video.
After drugging over 250 tourists, the Scope Queen of Cali has been caught.
No, tú trabajas con Andrés.
Andrés.
Tu hermano. Tu nombre es Lina. ¿Sí me entiendes?
¿Dónde está tu hermano?
Está en la casa.
She starts fake crying and making all kinds of excuses, but little does she know that we know it's all lies.
¿Dónde está el documentos?
We then showed her a video of the moment she drugged and stole from Kobe.
¿Quién es esta persona? ¿Quién es esta persona? Tú. Y tú robó a mi hermano. ¿Sí?
She then breaks down into lots of fake tears, but it's only because she got caught. At that precise moment, we then decide to search through her bags for any foreign substances or sedatives. And without having to look too deeply, we find a strange unmarked looking bottle. And from experience, we know that this is most likely Scopolamine.
That's the drug. ¿Esto se llama qué? Scopolamine. ¿Dónde tú consigues esto?
En el centro.
En el centro.
Ok. ¿Dónde quién lo consigue?
Hay gente que así como vende
¿En el centro? Sí. ¿Cómo se llama quien te lo vende?
No, hay gente que vende así.
¿Y cuántas personas que tú drogas con esto, aparte de mi hermano? No. No. ¿Cuántas personas?
Fue mi primera persona.
Amiga, escucha.
¿Cuántas personas tú drogas con esto?
No.
¿Cuántas? Di la verdad, ¿cuántas personas ya has drogado con esto?
2 personas.
Dos personas. ¿Y qué es estas personas?
¿Ah?
Mi hermano y quién más.
Tu hermano
¿Y
otra
quién fue el otro?
Un colombiano.
Un colombiano. Aquí en Cali.
¿Por qué la utilizas?
Para echarle.
¿Para qué la utilizas?
Para dormir.
¿A dormir a quién?
La persona.
Y después que las personas se duermen, ¿qué haces tú?
Le cojo las cosas.
¿Y te sientes bien haciéndolo?
No.
Y si una persona se llega a morir por tomar eso, ¿cuál sería tu conciencia?
Sería muy mala.
Muy mala.
Por eso yo siempre preguntaba por el hermano de él, a ver si estaba bien, a ver si ya había escrito.
She then lies about being worried for Kobe after she had drugged him.
Me dijo que no, él me escribió el hermano de él que no había comido. Entonces yo le dije, voy a enviarle sus documentos, sí, y algo de dinero. Pero él después me dijo, me amenazó, entonces por eso yo no le llevé nada.
¿Tuviste miedo?
Sí, pero yo no quería dejarlo a él, por ejemplo, como él me dijo que no había comido.
¿Y tú disfrutando de la gran
No, porque yo le escribí. Yo también le respondí porque yo quería obviamente que nadie pase hambre.
Hay algo que no entiendo. Drogas a mi hermano, le robas y luego lo llamas por lástima porque él no comió.
Él me escribió.
Y tú
él
le
me
respondiste.
dijo, sí.
Y le ibas a mandar
Porque
dinero
no-
que era de él.
Sí, y los
Ah,
papeles.
es una ladrona con corazón. What the hell? ¿Cómo aprendiste esto? ¿Quién te enseñó?
No, como te digo, yo no lo he hecho así muchas veces. Me averigué esa vaina en el centro porque estaba viviendo un momento muy difícil.
Sin llorar, para poderte entender. ¿Cómo supiste cuántas dosis puedes darle a la persona?
No, eso no te dicen, o sea, tú verás cuántas le echas, pero yo siempre echaba como poquito porque no
¿Cuánto
quería.
usaste con mi hermano?
2 goticas.
2 goticas y lo dejaste crazy.
Pero era porque él ya más antes había tomado, entonces le cogió eso muy rápido.
¿Y si mi hermano le hubiera pasado algo?
No, porque yo sabía que eso.
Entonces alguien sí te enseñó cómo
No,
usarlo.
porque te estoy diciendo que nomás dos goticas. Él como ya estaba un poquito así porque ya habíamos tomado más antes.
¿Dónde conociste a mi hermano?
En Tinder.
¿Cómo llegaste a él?
En Bombo.
No fue en
Dice, vamos en
Tinder.
Tinder.
A él fue en Bombo.
No.
Sí. Y al hermano fue en Tinder.
All right.
Porque el hermano... pues,
En Tinder.
Sí,
¿Y cómo llegaste a él?
Porque yo le dije que qué hacía, él me dijo que nada, entonces salimos.
Con sinceridad.
Salimos, tuvimos la cita y pues eso pasó. El paquete me atendió súper bien.
¿Y así le pagaste?
Era por lo que necesitaba.
¿Y no te es suficiente lo que él te dio?
Él no me dio nada.
¿Y entonces?
Él no me invitó a comer.
All right. ¿Y tú querías algo más?
Como yo.
Por la necesidad.
Como el plan tú tienes para mí.
¿Tenías un plan con mi hermano?
Pensaba...
Sí, claro que sí, porque tú tienes esto.
¿Te parece correcto lo que haces?
No sé que está muy mal. Y todo lo es por la necesidad.
¿Cuánto le has quitado? ¿Cuál ha sido la mejor ganancia tuya? Le has quitado a uno de mis hermanos.
Al hermano él.
¿Cuánto? ¿Cuánto?
$3,000.
3,000 dólares. Más de 3,000 dólares. Y tú en Jumbo, en Home Center.
Y las compras de Home Center todas se las devolvieron a él. Porque nada llegó, todo se lo devolvieron a él.
Again she lies. She looks at our guy, hoping that he believes in her lies, but we have all the evidence.
¿Preguntaste?
No.
¿Es correcto?
En 15 días le llegaba el dinero porque
No.
las compras no se hicieron porque fueron muchas compras y las compras no las hicieron.
She lies about her group being unable to make
Mira, tú
purchases.
sacas,
O sea, todo lo que hablé con Consejo.
tú sacas 63 dólares. Comprar cosas, tú, mira, yo comprar cosas, tú sacas 63 dólares y sacas cosas en Home Center
Home Center no,
y Jumbo.
Home Center no me dio la...
¿Quién ayuda a ustedes en Jumbo? Una trabajadora allá.
No, la tarjeta al celular y uno paga con el celular.
Pero ¿quién ayuda?
No, nadie ayuda allá, solo tú como agregas el celular a la tarjeta y pagas normal. Necesito que me perdone. Me equivoqué por hacer todo para mi familia.
As per always, their excuse is that they're committing crimes for their family. But on the contrary, from our investigations, Lena lives a very comfortable life with little to zero responsibility. In fact, from our investigations, most of the money made by Lena and her gang are spent frivolously on iPhones, designer clothes, and expensive dinners with her boyfriend.
In other words, these are the type of women that you'll definitely see if you go to that club, the Bronx. Women like that scope dudes, make the money, and then live a nice fly life. Remember earlier they showed them in a Mercedes, that their family owns a Mercedes. Remember she said, I'm doing all this to support my family. Don't forget who her mama was. Don't forget who her brother is. She comes from a family of hustlers that's making money. Just think about 63,000 cash, or at least 63,000 in credit, and then another 10,000 in credit with just one person. Just imagine, once again, this young lady has actually scoped 250 people. So she's far from broke. She dresses like that just for the effect of looking like the girl next door. But I'm telling you guys, that club, the Bronx that I was telling you about, these are the women that you'll meet off in there. For the most part. Are there all bad women that go in there? Not all. But for the most part, yeah. It's either some brother that's a street dude and his girl that's off in there. It's some gangs off in there. There's or females, hustlers or scammers. They're off in that club. I kid you not. That's why, if you want a perfect example, the type of sisters that you will see off in there, there are women that are like that in the club, the Bronx. So you never want to be around there. Shout out to my brother in the building. He says He said, great information, Andre. Thanks for sharing this documentary. Thanks to my man Obiland and what they do over there. Once again, we have $79 here. We got $20 more to get to, guys. Our goal is $150. We got $20 more to get to, at least to 100 in donations that we're going to be donating through Cash App to Obiland for all what these guys are doing. The guys that are this whole documentary and all the work that they do here in Colombia to make sure that some of these ladies get caught, we're going to at least show them an appreciation donation. So if you got $1 or $2 to spare, or if you got $5, or if you're not sending Danica Marie or Crimson Cure any money, you might want to send it this way for the brothers through Cash App. Make sure that we support Black male media, because we all we got at the end of the day. Let's get back to the video. Brother said the truth must be told. Be very careful traveling, brothers. Absolutely correct.
Usar esto con mi hermano también. No, no toque.
Click that like button, gentlemen.
¿Por qué?
Why? Porque vi una situación muy difícil. Mira que me puse un negocio.
Again, more lies. Lena has no business. Her only business is drugging and robbing tourists.
No puedes hacer otra cosa.
¿Qué necesitan? Dígame qué necesitan.
Once we take this, decirnos toda la verdad. No queremos que nos traigan. Te puedes quedar con eso. Es más, con los $10,000 que tienes,
bueno, ¿qué necesitas?
puedes empezar una nueva.
Dime nomás qué necesitas.
No necesitamos nada, solamente que respondas ante la policía. Tenemos que mostrar esa evidencia.
Dice que cometió un error.
Y como personas como tú han muerto miles de nuestros hermanos. Pero teníamos que atraparte. Se acabó tu película. Y eso lo vamos a dar a la policía y tener pruebas.
Lena is now facing the pressure. She has never been in a situation like this. Normally, she is the predator, trapping her victims. And now the team focus on recovering the stolen money.
¿Cuánto dinero tienes?
El dinero que le
No,
quité
no,
a la hermana
¿cuánto
de él.
dinero tienes? Él pregunta cuánto.
$10,000.
She has $10,000.
She got 10,000.
The police are gonna go get that money and just keep it.
Yeah. Everything is
Don't lies. No pesos.
Everything is there.
Tú tienes. Just got $10 million.
Yeah.
$10,000.
And don't fuck up. I'm telling you now.
Bro, don't listen to this one.
Listen. It's not just the money, right?
Okay.
It's every single thing. It's every single thing that was taken.
¿Dónde está el dinero?
Want it back.
¿Dónde está el dinero?
Lena reveals that she has $10,000 of the money stolen.
¿Quién está en tu casa?
The Obiland boys are thirsty for that money, and they want to go and get it back.
A tu casa, por el dinero.
Like, we could open this.
See?
So, go in the car.
Sí.
And so we check to ensure that the police are still on their way.
Yo no soy Dios, séntate.
Again, Lena plays theatrics, but we were not born yesterday.
¿Con qué grupo trabajas tú?
As we ask her further questions about her gang, she is quick to spill the beans and snitch on every single one of them. There is no honor amongst thieves.
She told on everybody.
A phone call is then made to Kobe, informing him that the woman who drugged and robbed him, Lena, is now being detained. Kobe requested to speak to Lena.
No sé qué hacer.
Un momento.
Fuiste muy buena persona conmigo.
Escúchame. Quiere que te...
Perdóname. Yo...
I spoke to her through video call. You know, she was asking for forgiveness. I was like, listen, you want my forgiveness? Hell no. God forgives, but I don't. Cute. That's what I said to her. Like, it's bullshit. People like this deserve to be locked up. Deserve to be fucked up.
Perdóname. Por mi hija, no lo volveré a hacer. Discúlpame.
You said she had a daughter.
No. Está en la casa. En la casa.
En la casa. ¿Dónde está mi computadora? ¿Dónde está mi
dinero?
El dinero, compré cosas.
¿Es celular? Okay.
El iPhone y el otro. Mi hermano los tiene. Discúlpame. Perdóname. Me lo hice por la necesidad. Lo hice por la necesidad.
¿Dónde están mis cosas? Rompo todo. Mi cajeta, todo. ¿Es bueno?
Dios te ama, amiga mía.
Lo juro.
Dios te ama.
Solo tú no sabes.
At this point, Lena begins to understand the seriousness and gravitas of her actions. She shakes her head in regret, but we believe that this is only because she has been caught. Lena is a serial offender with over 250 victims. She feels no remorse. It is just business. Shortly after, the police...
We're going to pause right there for a split second, guys. For the rest of the video and the rest of the live stream, could you guys do me a big favor? And I mean this. I need you guys to do this. Do not post any more. And I know I read the cash apps first, and I got you guys. I understand. But send that money to the I mean I read the super chats and I understand. Send that money to the cash app, guys, if you don't mind. Because we're right now we're at $119. Shout out to my man Vincent with the $10. My man Travel Over there. Travel Over Therapy in the building. Shout out to you, brother, for the $10. My man Don is in the building as well as Love W. Put us at 119. So guys, if you don't mind, if you're going to be sending for the rest of this video, if you, instead of sending a super chat, just put it as a cash app, because this cash app tonight, not tomorrow or anything else, tonight we're going to be sending this out to Obi Land, out of just showing these brothers appreciation. Also, all night long, you guys have been noticing that I've been dropping the link for you guys to subscribe to the channel. We have over 300 and almost 350 people in here watching right now. There is no reason why you're not subscribed to Love Crossing Borders, as well as to the other YouTube drops, but especially Obi Land should at least have an extra 200 subscribers. At least tonight, these brothers should have an extra 200 subscribers to their channel. And thank you guys. Also, shout out to my man John Mitchell with the $10 as well. Shout out to you, brother, for what you donated as well. That puts us at 129. Our goal for these brothers is $150. If we go over that, that will be a blessing. But if you guys want to still give cash apps, that's cool. I mean, super chats, that's cool. But I would rather the super chats go directly to these brothers. Shout out to my man Big Ben, who officially puts us at 150 for these brothers with the $20 in the building. Shout out to you, brothers, for making this a place of truth.
Oprah coming next. Once I establish this as a place of truth, yeah. Oh yeah,
that's what we're doing tonight. We established this as a place of truth. Shout out to my brother with the euros in the building, 11 euros. He said we do have cash. We don't have cash up in the Netherlands, but I will support. Blessings. Thank you very much, brother. Thank you very much. Shout out for the yeah, that's right, Netherlands. You and I have talked offline as well. Heal you 62. He said, this is good. Thanks for the tips. Yes, sir, brother. This is very important what these brothers are doing. And let's go back up to our brother. He said, armed, bearded warrior. Shout out to you, brother. He says, the cold-bloodedness of some of these women is wild. They don't care what happens to you. because they're not pharmacists. They don't know if it takes 1 drop or 30 drops to knock you out. They're just trying to get you knocked out. And if you don't wake up, oh well. He say first time listener and subscriber. Predicate this I hope I pronounced that correctly. Predicate this information, brother. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. So definitely, guys, make sure that you guys, if you have subscribed to our channel, I don't know what you're doing. He said a teachable lesson. Informative. Thank you, Andre. Thank you very much, Timothy. You always support us, brother, and I appreciate that love that you always show. And these brothers put together an excellent documentary, just like our brother was saying. Let's get back to the documentary while she's whining and crying about the fact that she has been caught.
Police arrive on the scene.
The pick is I have you speak.
Sí, haga eso. No llore. Yo estoy bien. Aquí estamos todos estudiando. No lo traiga eso. Nada más. Traiga los 2 celulares. Traiga. Bueno, traiga el computador.
¿Cuánto quieres?
Los 2 millones traiga.
¿Cuánto?
¿Cuánto tiene?
No. ¿Cuánto tienes? ¿Cuánto?
¿Cuánto tiene usted así?
She speaks with her gang to bring some money to reimburse Kobe.
On the phone right now.
But regardless, he has already lost too much.
No más haga eso, no se estrese, yo este trago.
Hasta que no.
The police speak with Lena and gather more information, as she appears to be a little bit more at ease.
13, 36.
605.
The other officer speaks with Kobe on a laptop via video call. And then shortly afterwards, Lena is arrested. Arrested for the crime of drugging Kobe with a toxic substance, in this case, Scopolamine. She is then led away from the building and held in police custody. She is then placed in the back of the police car, where she will be driven to the station to be processed. Outside.
And as you could tell, before they go any further, as you could tell, it's dark now. When all this went on, when it first started, remember, it was daytime. It is dark, but we know in Colombia, it gets dark fast anyway.
And still in amazement, the officers discuss the case as many more details are revealed.
No. Ok, estoy aquí. No. It's no problema. No problema. Tú tienes mi número.
And so the patrol of police officers escort Lena back to the police station. Lena is driven to the police station where she is processed. She now has a case pending. Not all our videos are monetized by YouTube, and so if you like what we're doing, please donate to Obiland via PayPal, Cash App, or buy me a coffee.
Let me see what I can see what the maybe you guys saw. If you guys saw what the Cash App said.
No.
Okay, I've been trying to find it on here. Maybe I'm misspelling it. want to pause it. You guys can see it.
No problem. No problem. Tú tienes mi número.
And so the patrol of police officers escort Lena
again. If you guys
back
see
to the
what the
police
cash app
station.
says, let me know.
Lena is driven to the police station where she is processed. She now has a case pending. Not all our videos are monetized by you.
Let me blow that up. I'm going to pause that for a second. Let me blow that up so I can see it. Oh, it's not allowing me to blow it up. Ugh. I'm trying to see, and I don't have my glasses. I'll pause it. Let me go to the video because I'm trying to see their cash app. That's what I'm doing. So if you guys see it, put it in the chat for me if you don't mind. Because I have it on pause for us, but I'm trying to see. Okay. Eligibility. Okay, let me keep on rolling. Maybe they show it again. All right, we're gonna stop it right there. Shout out to man Tevin for letting me know what the link is. Right now we're at $151. If you guys want to donate anything else to the brothers for an excellent documentary, shout out to my man who's always here, Chad Tyrone, number 77 in the building with the $2 love for these brothers. Shout out to you, brother, for being here and supporting as well. That was really, really good. It was sad, but how they put the documentary together was excellent, and it was great to see these guys see this young lady get captured, taken off the street, being and setting an example to other women that here in Cali, Colombia, as well as in other cities, they coming for you. They are coming for you. He said, yeah, got to watch the channel. So, yes, we got 324 people in the building. Make sure you click that like button as well as subscribe to the brother's channel. I've been dropping the link all night long. Let me drop that link one more time. Shout out to my man, also Bull Hill for the $5 super chat. So we're at 156 for these brothers. Shout out to those brothers. I'm going to make sure that I get everything over to Obi Land in a split second. Just going to give you guys a few more moments if you want to donate any more. Shout out to my man, the great one in the building with the super sticker, $25 super sticker for the love of the game. Just showing appreciation. Shout out to you, brothers, man. You guys have been showing your boy and Andrea some love tonight, man. And so I'm going to see if I can find their now that, let me put this in here and let me go to where. So we're at 156. And so that's what we're going to be donating tonight. 156. And let me pull up what Timothy found there. He said Obi Land TV. Let me see if I can pull that up. Okay, cool. Shout out to you, Walk, for that information as well. He said, let me put this in here real quick. And thank you guys for your patience, by the way. Just want to make sure I get all this correct. Obi Land TV. That's what I got. I got Obi Land TV. I'm not finding it. I'm finding it. Let's see if let me see if I take that off. Nope, and I have it spelled exactly how that is. I don't know if Obi Land is still here, because I do want to get this cash over to him tonight. I mean, we could wait till tomorrow, but I would like to get it out to him right now. Let me try it again. And they said that it's at the bottom of their video in the comments section or in the description. So let me try this one more time. Nope, no results. Let me go to their channel, guys. Thank you guys for your patience in regards to this as well, because I definitely want to get these guys, give these guys their flowers where their flowers are due for doing such an excellent job on this documentary, as well as helping the brother out. And I could, you know what? Here we go. Let's see. Nope, they don't have it in their description of the video. Can any of you guys tried to, if you're using Cash App? I know some of you guys are. Can any of you guys find that link that's right there right now, that Obi Land link? That we have right. Have you guys found it? Obi Land TV. That's exactly what I have pulled up, but I'm not pulling it up. Your boy is not pulling it up. Oh, wait a minute. Let me put that extra A in there. Maybe that'll do it. Nope, not even with the extra A in there. Nope. Maybe if I capitalize the TV, maybe it's cap sensitive. Not at all. Let's see. Let me capitalize this. Nope, it's not pulling it up. It is not pulling it up at all for us, gentlemen. Yeah, I tried 2 A's, travel. Yeah, I tried. He said, oh, it's in pounds. I wouldn't know how to get it over to him in pounds. That's what that is. It's in pounds. I'm gonna have to find a way to get. I got the. I'm looking at his YouTube page right now, and it's in yeah, don't come here. Boycott Colombia. I'm with you. Don't come here. Yep. I'm with you. Go everywhere else, gentlemen. Go everywhere else. Because because too many dudes does boycotting common sense. If they just act like they have some common sense coming to these countries, most of this wouldn't even be occurring. Okay, so I'm gonna have to reach out to Obi Land to find out how can we get this money over to him, because I don't know if does Cash App do pounds? All I know is dollars with Cash Apps. I don't even. So the brother's got $156 sitting here, and I wish I could reach out to him. And they were here a minute ago. If I had an email address for him or something. He said, what time of the year should I ask? Perhaps November. Am I dipping the conversation? Timothy, he said, what time of the year should I have asked? Perhaps November or December. Am I dipping in the conversation? I might be dipping in somebody's conversation. She was a 6 at best. Right. That's the part. She was a 6 at best. At best. So we got this money sitting here for these brothers, but it's in pounds. You say remove, yeah, right. Remove that wig. and she's a 4 at best. Believe you me. Oh, they have PayPal. Cool. Cool. They do have PayPal. Let me go over there. I'm glad that you mentioned. Good call, guys. They did mention that. Let me go into my PayPal and their pay. See, I need to know what their PayPal is. Let me guess if I can. I found them. I found them on PayPal. So yeah, I'm sending money directly to them right now. Cool. There we go. We got them on. Oh, we got them on PayPal. So we good. We are good. And we're gonna send them the money in USD, and it is 156 going to them, and it is going to be a conversion to 119 in pounds, and send it out to these brothers. Send them a note. Yeah, man, I'm proud of these brothers, man. I said donation from Love Crossing Borders on YouTube and the chat. Yes. Chat lives matters. So we're going to send this money out to them right now. Good call, guys. See, teamwork. There we go. There we go. Bada bing, bada boom. It is done. It is done. We've sent the money out to our brothers, man. Shout out to you guys, man. Yes, sir. Shout out to you
It feels
guys.
so lovely to be here tonight. What a beautiful
so
Give
lovely.
yourself a round of applause. You're so lovely. Everyone's so lovely.
Oh,
And,
shout out to my man.
while you're in the clapping mood, I'd like to give a big round of applause to my band, Sexual Chocolate. Sexual Chocolate. They play so fine, don't you agree?
They play so fine. So don't you agree? And shout out to my man Obi Land being in the building. Congrats, man. Excellent work, just like the documentary before. And hey, man, we're just glad that we're able to support you, man, financially, and just show you that we appreciate all that you do, man. All that you and the team are doing. Don't think that it's taken for granted. Don't think that us brothers and that are travelers takes for granted that what you guys are doing. Don't feel like you're by yourself. If you need any information in regards to down here in Cali, you got your boy down here. I live down here, boots on the ground, and you got a bunch of other brothers that are down here, boots on the ground in Cali as well, that have connections to other Calinos and Calinos off camera also, brother. So shout out to you. He said, Andre, what's the best way to network amongst each other by way of WhatsApp or the Passport Bro app? The best way is, I would say, the Passport Bro app. We have a WhatsApp group here in that we put together. It's over 150 people in the group. We're talking all day, every day, all night long. So we have a Colombian mastermind group, but the people that usually get off in that group are the individuals that are part of the Patreon. So if you're part of the Patreon, I don't care if you're in Patreon for $5, you can be a part of the Cali Colombia Colombian masterminds group. I mean, all type of information is being shared on a regular basis. It's crazy how much information is being shared. I found out about this documentary through the masterminds group, our masterminds group on WhatsApp. And then when you go and come into the city, you got a bunch of dudes that you say, guys, I'm in the city or I'm on my way, so forth and so forth. So we communicate through the WhatsApp groups. Andre and I have had this Colombian WhatsApp group since 2020. We started it in 2020, and it has grown to be like 100 and 150 dudes that are just giving some positive information. Now, this is not a group where you post your girls and your ladies and your ladies of the night. It's a group that's basically, if you're having good time and you're enjoying yourself, or you have information you want to share, or you have questions you want to ask when it comes to coming to Cali, or you're down here. Hey, fellas, I'm down here. What's up? That's what this type of group is. But don't forget, the Passport Bro group is excellent as well. He said, I better check the Patreon link. Yes, the Patreon link is at the top of the description. If you are a person that's a $25 Patreon donor, you get a free 30-minute consultation with me, and I answer all the questions that you need to have answered. So there's a couple of guys that are $25 that I have scheduled in our scheduling for this week. So this week, basically, are going to be all you guys that have donated over $25 into the Colombian into the Patreon, and you get the free 30-minute one. But anybody that goes into the Patreon and you donate $5, you guys automatically get access to the link for the WhatsApp group. All we do is ask you, don't post any photos that are of nudity or your private intimacy. You know how some dudes put their private intimacy videos into some of the WhatsApp groups? There's enough WhatsApp groups for those. So, you know, because we have a few ladies in there too. It's not too many, and usually the ladies keep quiet. But then also with this, guys, it gives you access to Andrea. Andrea is always in the WhatsApp group. So any questions that you want to ask about Colombia, and you want to ask Andrea a bunch of questions, you don't have to wait till the show comes on. If you're in a WhatsApp group, you can text Andrea right now, because she's always talking in the WhatsApp groups to the guys. Always. She's in there more than I am, and I'm always in there. So, and a bunch of good dudes too, man. Good guys in the WhatsApp group. So it's not backbiting and everything. Yep. Keep it real, keep it respectful. Yep. Absolutely. Absolutely. So the link for the Patreon is at the top of the chat, and the link for the Passport Bro is at the top of the chat. And we're trying to get at least 25 guys to support Black Male Media by being a part of that. And shout out to, once again, to my man Obi Land, man. It was a blessing to be able to not only just watch the documentary and see these guys at work, but also have him here, and at the same time be able to donate to this brother and what he does. Shout out to my man Pablo in the building. Shout out to you, brother, being a new member. And thank you guys for becoming members to our you guys are really supporting us in regards to the memberships as well. We appreciate that, man. And Travel Dazzle in the building with the $5. He said, guys, you have to use your military bearings even if you weren't in the military. Be on offense. Yes, that's a good point. If the gentleman that got drugged and other guys would not allow the women to control the narrative, a lot of times I noticed, like with that young lady, he was in control of the narrative, where they went, what they did, how about we go here, how about we do this, how about we take a Uber, so forth and so forth. I noticed that a lot of times when dudes get got, the woman controls the narrative. Let's go back to your place. All that is a narrative. Like this guy said, he was bored. He was really not even interested in her coming to his place. He just wanted to hang out. But she controlled the narrative and got him to take her back to his place, even though he wasn't thinking about her, looking at her like, I'm gonna sex her down. He already said in the video, in the documentary, he said, I really wasn't interested in her like that anyway. So he wasn't looking at her for like the sex thing. Now, would he have smashed her since she was there? Obvious, an average man would have smashed her. But as far as like really pursuing her, yeah, I don't think. Oh yeah, thank you, brother, for joining. But I don't think that he would have been, all over her like that. In general, I don't think he was coming across like that. Like I said, in his scenario, it looked just like a brother that was bored and just was, burning some time and ended up going north. Shout out to my man Dean in the building. What's up to you, Dean? What up, though? From the Detroit boys. What up, though? Yeah. My man Lex is in the building. Shout out to you, brother. I'm glad that you're here with the $2 super sticker. I appreciate that, brother. I appreciate. And my man Hills, well, y'all showing some love tonight. My man Hill, the new member. Shout out to you too, brother. Shout out to you too. I appreciate you, brothers, man. I really do. Really do, man, for supporting, man. Day ones, man. Y'all some day one brothers, man. I swear. And then when you guys decide to come down to Cali, hey, y'all know how funny style y'all get. Y'all meet me for like one day, and then y'all meet y'all little senorita, and y'all just disappear on your boy. Y'all don't. And then y'all call me like right before the day before you get ready to go into the airport. Hey, Dre, I had a good time in Cali. I'm just reaching out to you, brother. I'll see you next time I come down. That's how y'all always do, your boy. Y'all don't hang out with me, boy, when y'all come down here. It's all right, though. It's all right. It's all right. The Afro-Colombian Festival, remember, guys, it's going to be this. The Afro-Colombian Festival is August 14th, that Wednesday, through the 19th, that Monday. Monday is a holiday here in Colombia. By law in Colombia, except for May 1st. May 1st is on a Wednesday. Every May 1st must be a holiday in Colombia. I don't know why, but in Colombia, no matter what day it falls on, May 1st every year must be a holiday. You know how we get Christmas bonuses? Colombians get 2. When you get hired by a company, you get a 6-month Christmas bonus, and then you get another one right around now. So this right around the time where they start, almost in July, they'll start getting their Christmas bonuses. So right around this time of the year, they'll start getting Christmas bonuses because they get theirs twice a year. The other thing is all holidays by law in Colombia must fall on a Monday so they can get a 3 days off. And usually, remember, Colombia got over 20 holidays, paid holidays. So they got a lot of 3-day weekends. So for the Afro-Colombian Festival, August 14th, that Wednesday through Monday. So just in case you guys want to be here for the last day or you just want to fly back that Sunday, the main event is on Sunday. I'm going to say this again, just in case you guys wondering what is the main day that the biggest, that is 60, 70,000 people here for the free concert. Saturday, you would think that it's crazy because you're seeing 30,000 people at the concert. Sunday, that's the one where you're seeing, if you have never been to a concert where it was 70,000 people, bruh, it is for free. It's a free concert. That's why everybody come from around the world to come. It's the largest Black festival in all of South America outside of the one in Brazil. Brazil celebrates the whole heritage of the country. It doesn't just celebrate Black heritage. The one in Cali celebrates Black heritage alone, and it's the largest one in South America as far as just it's our own celebration, even larger than the celebration that's in Choco. And Choco has a really nice one. So definitely, guys, if you want to come down to Cali at any point in time, this is a great time. Also, Medellin, a week before the Cali celebration in August, is the Medellin Flower Festival. Do not take the title for granted. It's just another reason to have a bunch of parties and have a good time, guys. And I'm talking about it is a great time in Medellin if you have not been down there for the Flower Festival. So if you're in Medellin for that week and then you come down to Cali, you're doing great. Now, when it comes to the Cali Festival, a couple of you guys have asked me this. Should I come on Wednesday? Should I come on that Monday? Or should I come on Sunday? Me, if you can afford the time, I would come on Sunday. So I don't have to deal with Monday. Because realize, when you come on Monday or Tuesday, Colombians are still going to work. They still at work on Monday and Tuesday. So they traffic all thick. It's just crazy and everything. So I would come where I got Sunday, it's quiet. I can unpack. Okay, I can meet up with some of the brothers. It's cool. It's still a weekend. So if we want to go out somewhere on a Sunday night, we can. Then you got 2 days of chill and go sightseeing throughout Cali, like the giant statue of Christ that's here in Cali, Colombia, like the one in Brazil. So you can go to sightseeing around here, and then on Wednesday, first day of the festival, usually it's about 5,000 people for that free concert. Then Thursday, it starts getting big. Okay, 10, 15,000. You're like, oh man. And now Friday, off the chain. Saturday, off the chain. And then Sunday, humongous. And so I'm going to start showing you guys some of the videos of last year's event, so you'll see exactly what it looks like. And I'm talking about, yeah, them sisters looking good. I ain't gonna even lie to you, bro. Them sisters looking good. But you got sisters coming from around the world, man, listen, I ain't mad at them. Shout out to you guys. Yeah, we got it. We definitely got a travel dazzle. Thank you very much. Thank you for you guys for letting me being able to send that information, send that money out to the brother. He said, you know, he say no. He said no. It's oh yeah, I'm behind you guys. My bad. Shout out to you guys. Okay, I did this. He said, hold on, Dre. You cut my chat short. Did I? Let me go back. Let me go back. He say, you say, guys, you have to use your military. Okay, be on offense. Be on offense. That's true. And say things to deter her if in fact she's up to something. Absolutely correct. There's nothing wrong with you saying, like, you know what, I got something I need to do. You know what, I'm kind of sleepy. I'm about to chill. You know what, I already had some plans. You know, you can all come on, guys. We're from the States. We already know how to tell a woman, you know, how to get her skedaddle. We know how to do that. So if you need to tell her, like, you know what, you ain't got to say, I ain't feeling comfortable. Something ain't right. All you got to say is, you know what, I just remember I got something I need to take care of real quick. You know what, baby, how about we do this? How about we link up tomorrow? I got your back and I'll take you out to lunch. You ain't gonna meet her with her tomorrow. You ain't gonna take her out to lunch, but you did get rid of her. So he's absolutely correct. Find a way to deter her to where you can get her out of your sight, even if you're bored. And remember the importance of this particular video was you can be bored and get got. It don't take a dude that's thirsty or looking for the ladies for intimacy to get got. You could just be a dude that's bored and end up like our brother. So hopefully, you know, everything fell back in place for him, man. Shout out to my man T-Mac, also in the building.
It feels so lovely to be here tonight. What a beautiful, give yourselves a round of applause. You're so
Give
lovely.
that man T-Mac a round of applause.
And while you're in the clapping mood, I'd like to give a big round of applause to my band, Sexual Chocolate.
Yes, sir. Give that man a round of applause.
Sexual Chocolate. They play so fine, don't you agree?
All right, guys. I know that some of you guys, he said, my birthday is August 20th. Yes, it is, brother. Yes, it is. I'm glad for you. He said, so I'm planning next birthday to celebrate around the festival. That's a good idea. So if you guys don't even make it this year, here's what I'm going to be doing this year. This year, I'm going to be doing live streams from the festival, and I'm going to be dropping the link because they show the concert live. I might do that too, but I don't know if they allow me to do it with Facebook. They might allow me to do this. What they do is the Afro-Colombian concerts are broadcasted live on Facebook. So I might come back and do a live stream on one of the nights so you guys can actually see what's taking place in the concerts and the celebration, because the concerts are this. The concerts are a competition. It's not, you know, you have one performer, then the next performer, then the next performer, then the next performer. Yes, you do have that, but they are in competition with each other. So this every year you win an award. So these people have been rehearsing all year long, getting ready for the Petronio Alvarez Festival, because they win this trophy. And there's several trophies like per particular genre of music, but it's a big competition. So they bring in the best of the best from all around Colombia to perform at this event. Last year, it was crazy on Sunday, man. They had Grupo Nietzsche last summer. Man, listen, it was crazy. A free Grupo Nietzsche concert? What? Yeah, that was crazy, man. I wasn't expecting to see that many people. That was crazy, man. It was so many people, man. The news had to use drones. The news had to use drones to let you see how many people were there. It was like looking at, you know how some of those concerts be in Europe Just imagine all these people, all these brothers and sisters in the same type of look, a free concert. Yeah, last year was Grupo Nietzsche, man. Oh, man, it was good. Yeah, man. Let me let you guys go. You guys have a great evening, man. You guys get you some rest. I'll be seeing you guys on Wednesday. And I've still been resting my voice up, man. Andrea likes the quiet Andre. And so I've been resting my voice. And so you guys have a great evening. This Saturday, this Sabado, let me put this up here for us, that you guys see this. Before you guys leave, don't leave. This Saturday, we got an interview with Soraya. Let me put her information here. With Soraya Brooks. Some of you guys know her, some of you guys don't. Let me put her name in here. She is a avid Passport Bro supporter. I'm going to pull her information up for you guys. We still got 200 and something plus of us in here right now. Let me pull up on YouTube. Screen share. And some of you guys have seen her on YouTube and on TikTok. Let me pull up one of her videos so you guys will know who we're talking about.
I'm looking for somebody to fly me out, take me shopping, make them pieces hit.
Not her.
Make them pieces work.
That's not what I'm
Fly
talking
me out
about.
of the country. You feel me? That's what I need right now.
Wait, was that even a woman? Guys, it seems to be very wild in America. Very wild in America. And you heard what she said. She is not looking for love. She is looking for somebody that's going to fly her out.
She's from Turkey.
You better get ready to pay.
And she supports the Passport Bro. She calls her husband's a Passport Bro.
Gentlemen, we usually talk about what you need to look
And so
for
we'll
in
be
a woman
interviewing
in order to
her
tell whether if she's
this
wifey material or
Sabado.
just a completely
Saturday
westernized or
morning.
modernized, delusionized, I don't even know if that is a word, woman that you should rather leave alone. I found a young lady, of course, on TikTok who explains what her requirements are on a man so he can be in a relationship and be the perfect partner by her side. Let's roll the clip and let me know what you think in the comment section. Am I a little too extreme with what I'm thinking, or is this woman a little extreme with what she's expecting out of a man besides the man making six figures? Let's roll the clip.
Requirements on the checklist to know that you have a good man. 1, he takes the trash out. 2, he helps you cook dinner.
We're going to stop that right there because we're about to lay it down. We're about to chill and relax. But yeah, definitely that's who we're going to be having this weekend. She's very nice, very supportive. So we're going to have her this weekend. And she's in Germany with her husband, even though she's Turkish. And she's going to be talking about some of the benefits of being a Passport Bro in Germany. Yes, they looking for you brothers in Germany as well. Some of you military guys can attest to that. Once again, my name is Andre of Andre and Andre's Love Crossing Borders. We appreciate you guys. Make sure you click that like button on your way out. Make sure that you support the Passport Bro app and make sure that you guys join the Patreon. I appreciate you guys, and I will speak to you guys on Wednesday. We're up out of here. Let me make sure I get that video for you guys. You already know how we do when we leave up out of here.
Det var första gången vi möttes. Våra blickar bara möttes. Kommer du ihåg det igen? Kommer du ihåg igen? Du vill ha ice little fingers. Då du vet det chalas. All in, ingen broms, schackmatt på din vänster hand. Du är så viktig baby. Ja, du allians. Du är försiktig baby. Men du gav mig en chans. Det är 50-50 baby. Men det är balans. Jag växlar upp med dig baby. Ingen annan. Det var fan ingen dans på någon ros innan jag träffade någon som dig. Som dig baby. finns. Vi kommer väl till min city, nej. Jag vet att det finns. Kom det är bra lives and all nights, yeah. Jag vet inte om ni kör det. Chans social smuggler. Jag tvivlar det. Visa mig vad du finns, yeah.